So this is the day where you take input. Rest of the week you digest that input and you come back for another set of input. That's how we go. Okay. So inshallah, let's start the class. I can see Waqas bhai joining. Assalamu alaikum Waqas bhai.
Walaikum assalam. By the way, sorry. You might feel I'm uninvited. I do apologize for that.
Do I ever feel bad about it when you are uninvited?
I never ever. Jazakallah khair for that.
No, Waqas bhai, mashallah, is a very good friend. Uh, Chale, it's very good to see, and it's very encouraging for me to see all of you coming back in the same class, inshallah. Chale, so let's start the class. I will start the class with a short summary of what we did last time. So we are all on the same page, inshallah, and take things from there. So let me just create few things here. By the way, before I start the summary, is there any question from the previous class that is unclear, or you feel this has struggled me over the week? If there is any question in the exercise or anything, please feel free. Just jump in and ask that question. Inshallah, I'll try to address that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give you a quick summary of where we were in the last class. So we are all on the same page, inshallah. So previous class ke andar we studied there are only three types of words in Arabic: ism, fi'l, and harf. We studied their definition. Ism was, I forgot, what was ism? What was ism? I forgot.
It was a
Who can tell
name,
me?
Ism is
name,
any
place.
Doer of
person,
action.
place.
Yes, I've heard good things. Yes, ism is the name of
Doer
a
of an
place.
Name.
action.
No,
Doer of an action. Yes, all of those things are ism. Ideas as well.
idea.
I also
Adjective,
forgot
adverb.
exactly. I forgot if ism was equal to noun or not.
It can be more. It is more than
No,
noun.
no, it is more than noun.
It is
Yes, it
Yeah.
noun,
is.
but it's the
Yes,
more
But the
modified
biggest thing
definition.
it is.
In
Yeah.
Arabic, ism is adverb,
Yeah.
adjective.
yes. If there are two circles, one is noun and one is ism, which is the bigger circle?
Ism.
Ism.
Ism. And the noun is inside the ism circle,
Yeah.
right? So name,
Yep.
place,
Yes.
thing, and things like that. Very good. And what was fail? I
Action.
failed to remember fail.
Doer of
Detail,
an
Eh,
action.
detail of an action. Detail about an action.
it is the action itself. Fail. It's
Yes,
like the
there are three
same
things about
stage
fail.
as yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Action plus time.
action
Uh,
plus time. There was another thing about it that made
It
it different
was.
from the verb.
Uh,
Verb of English also
what
had
was
action and time, right?
the?
What was it?
you do now need to cheat a little bit.
Gender? I think it had gender.
No, genders is ism
No,
actually.
the
That's
main definition of the fail,
Tense.
it had no, it has
action.
action,
Tense.
it has time, which is tense,
Tense.
correct, and it has another thing that makes it different from
Doer action of the action. Yeah.
doer of the action. Here we
Doer of
go.
action.
Spot on. These three things. The verb of English has just action and tense, right? In
Yeah.
Arabic, it's action, time, and the doer of the action, right? So
Mm.
there are two
Yep.
circles. There's a bigger circle and there is a smaller circle. Which one is bigger? Fa'il is bigger or verb of English is bigger?
Fail is bigger.
Fa'il
Fail
is
is
bigger.
bigger.
Never fail to remember fail. Okay? And then there is harf,
Yeah.
right? Harf was something that you will help me recall, inshallah.
Like a word,
A word that
to,
doesn't make
and.
sense.
Yeah.
Yes, the word that doesn't make sense unless something comes with it or usually comes after it. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Like in, at, on, and things like that. Those are types of things. Prepositions, we call them in English, right? Many times. So that's what we did from the definition standpoint. But then we did little bit more study on ism side of the story, and that's the hierarchy I'm going to make here with you. So we said on top of the list is the ism.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me remove this. One level back? No. Okay. So we said there are 4 properties of an ism.
Yeah,
What are those?
status, gender, and then type and number.
Correct. We said status, we said number, we said gender, and we said type.
Type, yeah. And we only
Right?
spoke
That's
about
what.
status, yeah.
Correct. And we started the study of status.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
In that case, we said status can exist in 3 forms.
Yeah. Rafa,
Rafa,
Nasab,
Rafa
Jar.
Nasab Jar.
Rafa, nasab, and jar.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Jar.
Very nice. And then we did lots of stuff there. We did a Muslim chart there. We did how to recognize and things like that. So I will give little bit more structure to this study today. Okay. So what you did last time, Rafa, Nasab, Jar, is basically forms of status. Okay. So you can move all 3 of these under the forms of status like this. Okay. These are forms of status. Then beside the forms of status, we also learned how to recognize the status in terms of Muslim chart. We did ending sounds and we did ending combinations, right? So that's how to tell the status. How to tell the status. In this, we understood ending sound is a concept that applies to usually singular columns, right? Un
Yes.
or u sound and things like that. Right? And then we said ending combinations, which is usually a combination of 2 letters coming together.
On.
Right?
Yes.
Ani, Aini, Una, Ina, things like that. So that's ending combination.
Yes.
Right? And that's where we stopped. And I tortured you with memorizing the Muslim chart. Right?
yes.
So inshallah, you are able to, if you know these 2 things, you know the forms of status, you know how to tell the status. No matter what ism I give you, you should be able to tell me what is the status of this. Is it a singular? Is it a pair? Is it a plural? Okay. So, for example, there is a word in the Quran. There are many words in the Quran, of course. So there is a word that is Jannatani.
That
It's
is
It is
Nasab.
second
No. Yeah, Rafa.
and
Second.
Rafa
It's like a couple.
and plural
It is
2.
Rafa and it is 2, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Rafa and it's 2. How many Jannas Allah is talking about? 2.
2 Jannah, yeah.
2 Jannas. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the skill you have developed from last time. So,
Yeah.
so you are able to tell the status and you are able to tell the number. Okay. That's very good. Okay. Now, what was Rafa? Just so I'm sure.
The doer, Rafa is the doer of the action. Doer of the action.
Yes, it's a doer, right? It's a ism in doer. That is a doer of action. And nasab,
Detail
Nasab
about
is
an action.
detail of the action.
it's a detail. And jar,
object.
It's
The
a
possessor of the action.
possession.
In the possession
Word
of.
after object.
correct. It's the word after of.
Doesn't make
And we
sense.
learned it from the possession standpoint in the last class, the word after of. Are these the only definitions of Rafa, nasab, jar? Or are these the only one that you know right now?
That's
Yeah,
what we know right
we
now.
know that right now.
That's what you know right now, right?
Yeah.
So inshallah, as we go forward, we will explore more and discover more definitions and how the status is playing the role. Okay, is that much clear with everybody? Yes,
Yes.
we are on the same page. So because you guys have said yes, I'm going to torture you with the Muslim chart. Okay? I want a volunteer to recite to me the masculine Muslim chart. Anyone?
Can I?
Go ahead, Shariar.
Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. That
Very
was a
good.
masculine chart. And can I feminine also?
Feminine.
Let
Yes,
me
Fatma,
give
you can do.
Fatima the feminine chart. Let me give
You can
Fatima
do.
the feminine.
Okay.
Yes, Fatima.
Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin.
Perfect.
Okay.
Mashallah. Spot on. Any other volunteer who wants to try? Regardless, fail or pass, doesn't matter.
I can try the middle one. So
Go
it's
ahead. Go ahead.
Muslimun, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Then Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina.
Very good.
Right? Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. And then Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatun,
Muslimatun,
Muslimatan,
muslimatan.
Muslimatan, Muslimatin. Then
Yes.
Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin.
Little bit of a difference. So
Muslimatun,
it's muslimatun,
Muslimatun.
muslimatin, muslimatin. You need to stretch because there is
Yeah,
an al. Okay.
Muslimatun. Yes. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I want somebody to produce the Muslim chart with this word, Khalidun.
Khalidun. Can I?
Go ahead, Shariar.
Me.
Khalidun, Khalidan, Khalidin, Khalidani, Khalidaini, Khalidaini, Khaliduna, Khalidina, Khalidina. That was the masculine chart of the Khalidun.
Mm-hmm. And the
Masculine chart of
feminine?
the feminine was Khalidatun, Khalidatan, Khalidatin, Khalidatani, Khalidataini, Khalidataini, Khalidatin, Khalidatun,
Khalidatun. Yes.
Khalidatun, Khalidatin, Khalidatin.
Yes. I mean, you have to keep in mind there is an alif in the plural. So if you did Khalidatun and Khalidatun, so for an Arab, it's the same. So they would
Hmm.
make differentiation based on how you say it. So Khalidatun versus Khalidatun, right?
Okay.
I want another volunteer for this word. Kafir. Anyone?
Kafir.
Hmm?
Can I?
Go ahead.
Kafirun, kafirun, kafirin, kafirani, kafiroini, kafiroini, kafiruna, kafirina, kafirina.
Very good.
Then feminine side, kafiratun, kafiratun, kafiratin, kafiratani, kafirataini, kafirataini, kafiratun, kafiratin, kafiratin.
Very nice. Very nice. Another volunteer for this one. Um, Munafiq.
I can try.
Yes, Abu Bakr.
So, Munafiqun, Munafiqan, Munafiqin. Munafiqani, Munafiqaini, Munafiqaini. Munafiquna, Munafiqina, Munafiqina. Okay.
Very nice.
Munafiqatun, Munafiqatan, Munafiqatin. And then Munafiq. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Yeah. Munafiqatani, Munafiqataini. And Munafiqatun, Munafiqatun, Munafiqatin.
Very nice. Excellent. Perfect. So you get the idea. I give you one word, you're producing 18, mashallah. Okay? And that's also building up your vocabulary. If I ask you to tell me, okay, three or more Muslims, what are they? You're going to tell me Muslimuna, right? So this is how you also build your vocabulary. You're generating words just based on initial trigger that you're getting. Okay, so that's the skill we developed last time. So it's really good. I completely understand for those who are still in student life and younger, it's easier. For those who are in professional life, it's very difficult to go back in the student life, right? I've been through that journey myself. I know how it feels. I know what it takes. So all you have to do is not to get disappointed, okay? If you can't say it out loud today, it's absolutely fine. Okay, take your time. It's the word of Allah. It's gonna come with its own pace, inshallah. Okay,
Inshallah, inshallah.
right. So we have done all of this. Now we are going to do another topic inside the study of status. Inside the study of status, I'm going to list down another topic. This topic is pretty simple topic. It's called light versus heavy. Light versus heavy. Okay. And ism can be light or ism can be heavy. What does that mean? right? So that's what we are going to do. Just remember, I want to give you a reminder repeatedly in the first few classes, like previous one, this one, and maybe also next one. You will learn things without knowing why you are learning it. Okay, so your question is why am I doing this? Okay, so that is not going to be answered in the first 3 or 4 max classes. But then, inshallah, it will start to get answered, and you will see why you have learned it later on. Okay, so stay with me on that, because I know from my experience in teaching this, students get sometimes impatient. Okay, what's the purpose of this? Sometimes you're learning A, B, C, D, E, F, G without knowing why you're learning it. And when you are in year 2 or year 3, then you realize, oh, if I didn't know that, I wouldn't be able to write apple. Okay, so that's the phase we are in. So we're learning a language, and language is a combination of rules, logic, traditions, cultures, and lots of effort. Okay, so inshallah, we will get through this. So the topic we are learning today, inshallah, is light or heavy. Light versus heavy. Now, an ism is by default, the default state of ism is heavy. Now, what does it mean to be heavy? So a heavy ism is a ism that has an N sound in the end. That has an N sound or a noon sound in the end, in one way or the other. Okay, that's a heavy ism. Now, if you look at your Muslim chart, you have Muslimun, you have Musliman, you have Muslimin. Everyone ending with an N sound or noon sound, it's a heavy ism. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. That is a heavy ism. And that is the default standard state of an ism. That's how an ism normally is. Okay. In case of the feminine chart, you have the same situation. Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin. Then Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. Everything ends with an N sound. So these isms are heavy ism. Sometimes in Arabic, you have to get rid of that N sound to make an ism light, to do few things, to build some sentence constructions, right? So there is a process to make an ism light. Now, because the ism is heavy because of the N sound, all we need to do is remove the N sound, one way or the other. You just remove the N sound. The easiest way to remove the N sound in the masculine Muslim chart, check this out. Muslimun becomes Muslimu. N sound is gone. Yeah. Musliman becomes Muslimah. N sound is gone. You're just removing the tanweens and you're replacing the double accent with a single accent. In this case, right? Muslimin becomes Muslimi. Right? So Muslimu, Muslima, Muslimi are lighter versions of the ism. And I'll tell you why the lighter versions is needed, inshallah, soon. Okay? That's the singular side of the story. Now that we have done masculine, let's see if you can do the feminine. How would I make this one light? Muslimatun.
Muslimatu, Muslimata, Muslimati.
Muslimata, Muslimati.
Correct. Muslimatu, Muslimata, Muslimati. Light. You just remove the N sound. So in case of the singular or wherever you have the tanween, the double accent, you change that into a single accent. Is there any other double accent anywhere else? Wait a second. Take it to the next page. Yeah, so let me bring it on one screen. Okay, so is there any other double accent anywhere? Tanweens.
The end of the feminine chart.
Yes, end of the feminine chart. So how should I make it light?
Muslimatu, Muslimati, Muslimati.
Muslimati. Light, done and dusted. Okay. Now, the problem is these ones and these ones do not have a tanween. So you can't remove the double accent as such. You have a noon, the full letter.
Is it already light?
I'm answering that question. Stay with me. Okay.
Okay.
It cannot be light if it has a noon sound in the end. Okay, so you have to get rid of the noon sound, and the only way to get rid of noon sound is to get rid of noon. Just get rid of it. Yeah, noon is saying, I don't want to go. I go, no, man.
Muslima.
Not gonna have a light with you. So just remove it. Muslimani becomes Muslima. Muslimaini becomes Muslimai. Muslimaini again becomes Muslimai. What does Muslimu becomes?
Muslimu,
Muslimu. What does Muslimina become?
Muslimai,
Muslimin.
Muslimin.
Muslimi. Right? So the only difference between this one and this one is the fatha and the kasra, the zabar and the zair. The one is Muslimai and the other is Muslimi. Okay? So this entire chart is the light Muslim chart. Muslimu, Muslima, Muslimi, Muslima, Muslimai, Muslimai, Muslimu, Muslimi, Muslimi. If you know the heavy chart, you can produce and deduce the lighter chart. Okay? Now let me help me make this light. This one is remaining. Muslimatani becomes what?
Muslimati.
Muslimata,
Muslimat.
Muslimata,
Muslimata. Just remove the noon, right?
Muslimatai,
Muslimatai. Muslimatai.
Muslimatay.
Right? And then Muslimatai. These are fathahas are wrong. Okay. Muslimatai. Right? Muslimatu, Muslimata, Muslimati, Muslimata, Muslimatai, Muslimatai, Muslimatu, Muslimati, Muslimati. All light. Done and dusted. Done.
I have a question, Nijaz.
Yes.
ये जो नसब है ऊपर वाला मुस्लिमई मुस्लिमी ये जबर तो ये के ऊपर है मीम के ऊपर नहीं होनी चाहिए थी
मीम के ऊपर भी है वो लिखा हुआ नहीं है मैंने आई जस्ट डिडंट राइट
अच्छा सॉरी ठीक है
मुस्लिमई
जेर और ठीक है ओके
एंड हियर यू हैव मुस्लिमी लाइक दिस
जेर के साथ
जेर के साथ
ओके ठीक है थैंक
And
यू
Jazam is on
I have
Yana.
also a question.
दिस इज मुस्लिमो जी सॉरी
Sir, I have a question. Whether it is in light or heavy mode, it will remain Rafa Nasab Jar.
Yes, that's where I'm going to. Yes. So the state of the ism, regardless heavy or light, does not change the status. Okay. So if you have Muslimun, it is still Rafa. If it is Muslimu, it is still Rafa. If you have Muslimani, it is Rafa. If you have Muslima, it is Rafa. Okay. Muslimuna is Rafa. Muslimu is Rafa. It does not impact the status. Okay. It doesn't change anything about it. Okay.
सॉरी फादर इसमें सॉरी ये जो पहले वाला है मुस्लिमू और फिर उसका जो 3+ मुस्लिमू उसकी साउंड तो सेम है उसका सिर्फ फिर वाव एंड में आएगा
नहीं साउंड सेम नहीं है बिलाल भाई
अच्छा
the reason is the vowel is actually another way of pronouncing oo sound
ओके
right and when you have two oos coming together it becomes longer
ओके
so the first one is muslimu the other one is muslimu the Arabic language में rhythm जो है वो बहुत important है जब इसलिए तजवीद पढ़ी जाती है
सही
क्योंकि उसमें छोटे छोटे स्ट्रेचेस होते हैं और कुछ फास्टर होता है कुछ स्लोअर होता है तो फॉर अरबी दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दीज आर टू डिफरेंट साउंड्स ऑल टुगेदर ठीक है
परफेक्ट या थैंक्स
Adbi,
जी
the last letter Ya and Alif, they have Jazam or Zabar on
कहाँ पे
the ending second plural, two plurals,
दिस वन
masculine. Yeah, this one. And also. Is it
दिस वुड बी
Jazam or is
जज़म
it
दिस
Jazam?
वुड बी जज़म दिस
Yes.
रॉन्ग मुस्लिमाई
Yes.
okay
And the Muslimi also.
जी that's as well correct it's a typo मुस्लिमी मुस्लिमाई एंड मुस्लिमी ठीक है well spotted ठीक है is that clear you make it light by removing the noon sound is removed in two ways where there is tanween you make it single accent where there is noon you remove the noon okay the light ism does not change the status of the ism the status is not impacted another point we need to understand if I say for example muslimun Wait, if I say Muslimun. Now, Muslimun, is it a heavy ism or a light ism?
Heavy.
Heavy.
It's a heavy ism. Very nice. If I make it al Muslimun,
Oh,
Muslim. If I say al Muslimu, al and tanween has animosity with each other. Al and tanween do not like each other. They can't stand each other at all.
Sorry, what is tanween?
Tanween is double accent. This double
अच्छा,
accent. ठीक है?
जी,
two page.
ठीक है? Double accent. Tanween is that produces on an in sound.
ठीक,
Two peshes and two zabars and so on.
सही,
Yeah. So when you have an al attached to an ism, tanween cannot exist. It just can't exist. So saying al muslimun is a wrong Arabic. There is no word al muslimun. In that case, that tanween changes into a single accent. Al muslimu is going to be the right word. But because it changes to a single accent, you as a student of Arabic might be thinking, oh, it is a single accent, so it is light, right? But it is not. The reason is, if you have removed the tanween not because of killing the n sound, because it had an al. That was your reason, right? You could not put tanween because it had an al. There are two reasons. Look, Muslimun, I make it light by removing double accent and making it a single accent. And my intention is that I want to make it light, right? That's one reason. The second reason is it had double accent, but I wanted to make it proper. Al is the in Arabic, the.
Hmm.
So when you make it proper with an al, you must remove the tanween because otherwise the word is wrong. You're not making it light, you're just making it proper. And that is why the question of light or heavy does not apply to isms that have an al. It doesn't apply to those isms. Another example. If this was light, al-Muslimu was light, then let's talk
Alvi,
about Muslima. Ji,
why Tanveen and Al not come together
it's an Arabic rule. That's it.
in Arabic? Okay.
Yeah, because Arab said so. I mean, we can file petition in the Saudi embassy, no problem, but not going to change anything, Sharia. There are things
Okay.
I have no answers to. So it's
Okay.
like, it's like, why is PUT put and BUT but? I have no clue. Let's talk to the British embassy. Right? Chalo. Muslimuna. Ab this Muslimuna,
Hmm.
is it a heavy ism or a light ism?
heavy,
Uncomfortable
heavy,
silence. Heavy
heavy,
It's
ism.
heavy.
heavy,
It's
Very
heavy.
good.
with
Now, if I
noon,
attach an al,
al-Muslimun, so
I
it
do
will
not need to
be,
remove
It's still
anything
it's still
because
heavy.
it is still heavy and it can still have noon. Al does not
Hmm.
have a problem with noon. It has a problem with double accent, the tanween. Okay.
mm,
So in this case, you don't make it light, but in this case you do. That makes confusion because, and that is why the concept of al and light and heavy doesn't go together. So when you see an ism with an al, you do not ask yourself a question: is it light or heavy? That doesn't make sense.
It's
Okay.
it's always heavy.
G, they are considered heavy. They're not considered light. They're just normal isms, but they are proper. Okay. Is that much clear? चलो
No.
नहीं क्लियर हुआ फिर से करते हैं
No.
चलो हमने देखा मैं दूसरा वर्ड ले लेता हूं फॉर एग्जांपल आई टेक द वर्ड काफिरुन ठीक है
Okay.
काफिरुन नाउ इफ आई अटैच एन अल टू काफिरुन al cannot
Hmm.
go with the double accent so I make it light okay
Okay.
because the al cannot go with the double accent then mean if I say kafiruna if I say kafiruna it is heavy and I attach an
Hmm.
al to it
Okay.
al goes to noon and says hey noon I have no problems with you My beef is with the tanween. My problem is with the tanween. I just can't stand tanween, but you can stay, no problem. So you don't remove the noon sound when it is attached to ending combination, but you remove the noon sound when it is attached to ending sound. Right? You see the contradiction?
Hmm.
Because of this contradiction, you don't ask the light versus heavy question when there is an al attached to an ism. Gee, is there a question? No question? Okay.
So
Clear,
sorry,
Sharia?
Yes, just replace al with un sound or double sound to make it light.
That's what I'm saying. Look, the question of light or heavy does not apply to isms with an al. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
so they're not
Okay?
heavy, they're not light, they are like isms.
They
That's it.
are, you can consider them heavy isms. Okay?
Okay.
They're normal isms, but they're proper
No
isms.
worries.
They're not considered just because you see a single sound in the end, don't mark them light.
That's light. Okay.
Also check if there is an al before it or not. Okay? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'll make it heavy.
Al doesn't make it heavy, ism is by default heavy. It's heavy anyway. Al just makes it proper, and we'll do the proper part later on, inshallah. It's like
Okay, okay, I
making
get
a
that.
Muslim to the Muslim, right? It's that exercise.
Okay.
Okay? Right. On your page number 7, you have these rules written for you. You don't have to take your notes really. So the ism should be heavy as standard. Okay, everything in the Muslim chart is heavy. Okay, as standard. Okay, so you remove an extra n sound or a noon sound either by removing the double accent or by removing the extra noon at the end. Okay, al does not like tanween, but ism with al isn't considered light, meaning it is considered heavy, basically, right? And these charts we produced just now. I want your help to detect if these isms are light or heavy isms. Let's do this exercise very quickly. So, Muslim Mai, what do you think? Is it light or heavy?
Light.
It's light. Very nice. Now I'm going to
Why?
go one step forward. Yes, question?
No, no.
Okay. One step forward. While you are telling me light or heavy, let's try to find what is the status of this ism. What is Muslimi?
It's Rafa Muslimi. It's Rafa Muslimi. It's Nasab or Jar.
You have said all the three status here, yeah.
That's nasab.
Nasab or
This is
jar.
nasab.
Is nasab or jar.
Nasab or not jar. Yeah.
Nasab or jar. Because
Yeah.
if it was a heavy ism, what would it be?
Muslimina.
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 And that is why it's nasab or jar. Would it be singular, pair, or plural?
As it will couple the two.
It is a
Second.
combo
No, sorry, it's
of
a
three.
plural. Mina. So
It's a
it's
plural.
plural.
It's a
Yeah.
plural.
Yes.
Yeah?
You have to mentally map as per the table.
Yeah. So my job is to extract all the brain juices in these
Yeah,
3
this is a
hours.
plural. Yeah. It's nasab and plural. But
Very
light.
good.
Light, nasab, plural.
Very good. Light, nasab, and plural.
Yeah.
Okay. Safinati.
Sir, it
Light or
can also
heavy?
be jar.
Sorry? What are you saying?
He said, is it Jar
Sir,
also?
I'm saying
It is
it's
nasab or
jar
jar.
also.
Yes, it can be nasab or jar. Correct. Okay. So let's do talibatun. Light or heavy?
Heavy.
Heavy,
Status?
Tun,
What is the
Rafa,
status?
Rafa.
Singular, dual, or
Single.
plural? Single.
singular,
Yeah.
Kamisun. Light, heavy?
Yeah. Same. Heavy.
heavy,
Rafa. Single.
Rafa,
Very nice. Very
single.
nice. Aina.
It's
Uh,
Rafa and plural
no,
of two.
no, it's nasab. And it's
First tell me if is it light or heavy?
Is it? It is
light.
light.
Yeah,
Light.
it's
It is
light.
light. if it was heavy, what would it be?
Ainani.
Ainani. And
Ainani.
Ainani is what status?
Ani. Second.
Muslimani, it's second
Yes.
feminine.
Yeah.
No, yes,
It's
Huh.
second
male.
and
That is
Second.
masculine.
masculine status?
Rafa.
It's plural.
Rafa.
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 And plural
Muslimani.
of two.
Like Muslimani, right? Kalimati. Light, heavy.
It's
Light.
light
Very good.
as nasab.
Very good. If you're expecting that I will
It's
do
not.
all of them, no, I'm not going to do all of them. Sorry. No. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to leave it for you to do that in the week.
Nasab
Of
is
course. But I'm going to do few of them. And there's a small, uh, very little thing that I want you to understand. So take a look at this word, Rasula. Is it light or heavy?
It's light.
It's light.
Light.
Rasula. Light.
And what is the status of this word? How
It's
many
plural
rusuls?
of two.
Rafa.
It's
Rafa.
Rafa.
It's Rafa.
Mine,
Plural
singular.
of two.
Okay, one
Plural.
opinion is singular. Any other opinion?
Plural
It's dual.
of two.
Plural, the dual. So we have all three
Congo.
opinions.
Dual.
Okay. So if it was heavy, what would it be? That's the question you're asking yourself.
Rasulani.
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 And Rasulani is what? Is it 1, 2, or 3 plus?
Two.
Two.
It's dual.
It's
Yeah.
2.
So,
Is it Rafa, Nasab, or Jar?
Rafa.
Rafa.
It's
Rafa.
Rafa. Right? Now let's go to another word. Light or heavy?
Heavy.
Okay, it's heavy.
It's
So what is the
heavy.
status?
It's Nasab.
Nasab. Is it
It's
1, 2,
nasab.
or 3 plus?
It is singular.
It's singular.
Singular.
Very good. Very good. You see the difference between Rasula and Rasul Qawlan? That's what I want you to
Yes.
notice. I mean, apparently they look similar, both ending with an alif. The only thing that makes them different is this double accent on Qawlan. Because you know, in the pair form and in the plural form masculine, you do not have ending sounds. You just have combinations. As soon as you see the tanween, it is either the singular column of masculine or feminine, or it is a plural column of the feminine chart. I'll repeat that. As soon as you see the tanween, the double accent, I'll take you to the Word document, this one. So if you, well, not even Word document, let me take you one step up in this document. Here, I think that will be easier. So if you look at this chart, you see these columns, these three and these three, Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimin. These have double accents, right? Tanweens. And the feminine plural has double accent, right? None of the other columns have tanweens on them. So as soon as you see tanween, it is one of these three columns. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, let me ask you another one.
Sir?
Yes, please. Question.
Sir, how does Sir, there was a word Rasul. You said in heavy mode it will be Rasulani. How that's couldn't it be Rasulan or I didn't
That's exactly what
understand
I'm
it.
trying to explain with these two. Listen, there are two things. I'll explain that here. Okay. So the original word is Rasul. Rasulun. Okay, that's the original word. The nasab form of this word is Rasulan. When you attach a tanween, fathatain, the two zabars, from the spelling perspective, in singular, you must add an alif in Arabic. You must add an alif. Whenever you have two fathas, you must add an alif in the end. That's the spelling requirement of Arabic. That's again something we need to talk to Saudi embassy about. We don't have logic around it. Okay. So when you make it light, you make it single accent. Because you make it single accent, you also lose the alif. Okay, so a single accent, a light rusul would be rusula. The heavy rusul would be rusulan, like this, alif and double accent. Now, if I'll write all three of them in front of you. So this was the heavy form. Now then you have rusula, this is light form. Now if I write the third form, rasula, like this, okay, that's the third one. Now it is neither a singular nor a light form of singular, right? It is something else, which I do not see in any of these two, right? So if it is something else, it has to be something other than ending sound, because I've already covered ending sound with rasulan and rasula. You with me, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, if I go one step further and I start to read the Muslim chart, Rasulun, Rasulan, Rasulin, Rasulani, I end up in Rasulani. And if I make Rasulani light, I would end up with Rasula, because the original word was Rasulani. I removed the noon and it became Rasula. Okay, let's do another example so it's super clear. The word is qawlan. Qawlan. And I want to make it light. When I make it right, I'm going to lose the
Qawla.
alif and I make it qawla. Okay. And if I have to make, if I go further, I would say qawla and I leave it here. It is not an ending sound scenario. It is an ending combination scenario, because the word was qawlani and I made it
Qawlani.
light.
Mm. Yeah.
Qawla doesn't make sense.
Qawla means uh, qawla means you can see it as if qawl means the statement, something that is said.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, qawla would mean two statements.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
two sayings. Does that answer the question? I think, was it Fatima?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now that you have done this, in your notes there
Sir,
is a page
one more
number 8.
question.
Yes, question, Shariar?
Yes. Yes. The ending sound makes the sense. I'm right or wrong?
Ending sound what?
Ending sound or ending combination make the sense of the word
Ending sound and ending combination makes the sense to
of the word.
identify what is the status.
Yes.
Is it a singular? Is it a dual? Is it a plural? All of that is done through ending sound and ending combination,
Yes.
right?
Then you write above that qawlan, qawlun. I think the can you please yes, that one. Qawlan, qawla and qawla. That is the alif madda sound.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
then
yes. What's the question?
what's the last letter give us?
The last letter was kaulani. Actually, kaulani was the full word, right? It's a heavy form of kaula,
Yes,
right?
qawlan. It is a complete word. And the
It's a complete
qawla
word.
is a light word.
Correct. Kaula is the light word. Okay.
Okay.
Because you remove the noon. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So on your page number 8, there is a blank page that says there are 4
Mhm.
reasons for ism to be light. There are 4 reasons. I'm going to give you, how many I'm going to give you? I should
Also,
give you, I think, 2 reasons. Reason number 1, if you this will be available to you through the shared drive, so you don't have to take notes if you don't want to. Okay. The first reason is categorical negation. Categorical negation. And I explain what that means. When you want to absolutely negate something, if you read Surah Baqarah, and Surah Baqarah
Mhm.
says, "Zalikal kitabu la rayba fihi." So the word la raiba, raiba, is raiba light or heavy?
It's light.
Light.
It
No,
is
no,
light.
it's
It is
raiba
light.
or
The
la
original
raiba?
word was raibun, ya raiban. That was the original word, right?
Mm.
So it was made light like this, and there is a la before it. La means no
Yeah.
in Arabic, right? La raiba is actually doubt, doubt, right? So when you say la raiba, you don't say there is no doubt. You say there is absolutely, categorically no doubt. That's what it means. That emotion of absolute negation, hard negation, the categorical negation, you will not find in your translations. Okay? You will find it and understand it once you know the Arabic language. When you read the Quran in Arabic, in the language it is revealed. Okay? So because in Arabic language there are no punctuations, there are no exclamation marks, full stops, and commas. Right? So everything is done through the harakas and the changing of words. Okay? So when you say la raiba, that is absolutely no doubt. Another example. La ilaha. La ilaha illallah. When you say la ilaha, the word was ilahun or ilahan, ilahin. You said la ilaha. Is it light or heavy? It's
It's
light, right?
Heavy.
light.
Light.
Mm.
So there is categorically no God but Allah. Okay? It's a heavy categorical negation. So when you
La
categorically
ilaha.
negating something, you make an ism light. That's one reason ism is made light. Okay?
So, Father, sorry, when we say categorical negation, do we need to have la in there? Then we are making light by using la because in both examples.
Because negation is about saying no to something. No?
Okay,
So the law actually brings that no aspect because ism doesn't say no, right?
right,
Ism is ism.
right.
So you need to bring no.
But
So la means no. So yes, and there are
okay,
multiple ways you negate something in Arabic. It's not just la. We'll inshallah do that later on in the study. But yes, you need to have that la there. Okay.
right.
The second reason an ism is light is when when calling someone. When calling someone, if you have ever seen things like that, this for example, Ya Muhammad. When you say Ya Muhammad, Ya is oh hey, right? Things like that. You're just calling someone. Ya Muhammad. So you're not gonna say Ya Muhammadun, you're gonna say Ya Muhammadu. Okay, so when you call somebody, you have to make an ism light. When you say Ya um, Ya Rabbun is wrong, Ya Rabbu is right. Okay? So when you call somebody, you make an ism light. So these are top two reasons for now that you can understand. Okay, the other two I'll give you later on, inshallah. Okay, questions clear so far? Good. All right. Do you need a break or is it still to go on? Okay to go. You need a break?
Can be. If others are okay. 5 minutes.
All right. 5 minutes break. Then I will break more brain juices, inshallah. Next topic is a little tricky, so take a
Yeah.
break.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
We'll meet
Thank
in
Okay.
you.
5 minutes, inshallah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hello. Right, so I'm back. Whenever you are back, we can start, inshallah. Okay. Right, shall we start then, inshallah? So, if you're back, and if you're listening, of course, it goes without saying that the exercise on the page number 7 that we have not completed, please do complete that during the week. The more you do yourself, the more it will help you. Okay, it's easy in the class. If I go one by one and do it, it's not going to help you. Okay, it will help you when you put your mind to it, inshallah. Okay, that's why I'm leaving these things. Spend some time, and if you have trouble in doing something or a question, leave a voice note on a group, WhatsApp, or a written message, whatever. I will try to help you there. Okay, so you can access me during the week if you have a problem, inshallah. Okay, so now we will move to another topic. So what we have done, let me go back to this chart. We have done status, we have done forms, rafa, nasab, jar, how to tell, ending, sound, ending combination. We have done light versus heavy. And this is now the last topic in the study of status. Okay, so the last topic in the study of status before we move on. And status is by far the most comprehensive property of ism. So once we are done with this topic, you've done the most, the biggest property of the ism. Okay, so inshallah. And this topic is called flexibility. This topic is called flexibility. It makes students inflexible quite a lot. It impacts the flexibility of students a lot. Sometimes few things in there. So you will notice when I explain that to you, inshallah. So it's not a difficult topic. It's a somewhat for students can be confusing topic. Okay, because there's a few things to remember. Okay, I'll try to explain it in as simple way as possible, inshallah. But I can guarantee you, few classes down the line, this topic will be on your fingertip. Okay, so what we are doing is now flexibility of an ism. Flexibility of an ism. Now, flexibility of an ism basically is a capability of an ism that how easily you are able to detect its status, that it is in rafa, nasab, or jar. When you look at an ism, how easily it tells you that I'm in rafa status, I'm in nasab status, and I'm in jar status. So it's basically an ability of an ism as to how easily it shows its status. Okay, some isms are very friendly and say, hey, whenever you look at us, we'll always tell you what status we are. For example, Muslimun. It's very easy, right? So you look at Muslimun and you know it's Rafa. Muslimani, Muslimuna, you know the status immediately by looking at it. Those types of isms are called flexible isms. Flexible isms. Flexible isms show their status without issues. Okay, the entire Muslim chart that you have done is flexible ism. Okay, most of the isms in Arabic are flexible isms. Okay, so when you look at them, you are able to tell their status without problem. Flexible isms can be light, they can be heavy, but you're still able to deduce their status without issues. So if I say Muslimu or Muslimun, you're still able to tell me the status. If I say Muslimani or Muslima, you're still able to deduce the status. Okay, so the flexible isms are in all three statuses, and they show you the status very simply, easily. Right, so that's the easiest part. So these are, let's call them fully flexible ism, because they actually demonstrate the status in a full capacity that they have. Okay, so what I'm saying is most isms in Arabic are fully flexible. Okay? The entire Muslim chart, masculine and feminine, is fully flexible. Okay, they can be light or heavy. Okay, it can be light or heavy, just like any other isms. Okay, so these are fully flexible isms. So there's nothing much to really remember here. There's another category. You know, there are always culprits in every class and society, right? They don't go by the rules, so we can't do much about them. So there are isms say, nah, we don't like those fathas and dhammas and all of that stuff, ending sound and ending combination. We're not going to show the status like that. So we are non-flexible isms. We're non-flexible. Okay?
It includes the Mars vagara, etc.
Stay with me. All these questions, inshallah, will be answered. Okay? So they have only one form. Regardless they are rafa, nasab or jar, they look the same. They look the same in all statuses. Now that question, how would I know if it is rafa, nasab and jar, if they look the same? Hold that question. Okay, as you grow more into this learning, you will realize that the words next to it are going to tell you that status. Okay, so the structure of Arabic language around it will tell you that status. Okay, these are the words like, for example, the words that end with an alif or something called alif maksura, which is a ya, like this. For example, if I tell you Musa, is Musa an ism?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the status of Musa?
Nasab.
Okay.
Nasab.
Okay. Where does it map in the Muslim chart?
It doesn't.
Singular.
Single.
Rafa Nasab Jar, which column?
Musani.
Does it have an ending sound?
No.
Un, an,
It is
in?
a light plural.
Does it have an ending
Musa.
sound? Un, an, or in?
No
Simple
ending.
question.
No.
Does it have an ending combination? Ani, aini, una, ina?
No.
No
Ani.
combination.
No,
So it's,
it does not.
yeah.
Guys, it's inflexible. Don't force it on Muslim chart. It doesn't map there. Okay?
Yeah.
Musa is Musa. It's just like Isa. Okay? You don't have an ending sound or ending combination showing up here. There's no tanween that you see here. So these types of words, for example, another word is dunya. Right? Well, you might try to force it. It's dunyani and all of those things. No, but it's dunya, really. It's not really a dual form. Okay, it's just a word dunya. Okay, so these are types of word ending with alif and alif maksura. This ya is called alif maksura. This is another form of writing an alif. Okay, in Arabic, it's not really a ya. It's an alif. Sometimes it is replaced with this type of alif as well. Okay, so when you see this, these are the isms that do not show their status. But who can? But remember, all the isms are by default rafa. all the isms are by default rafa. Just like I told you, all the isms are by default heavy. From status perspective, all isms are by default rafa. Right? If you don't have any reason to call them nasab, just call them rafa. Okay? Because that's how they originally exist. So the default status is rafa. So these isms normally would not give you their status out, and you would just assume, okay, it's rafa, but maybe they're not.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is there like a from English mapping point of view? Is it like a pattern to say वही वो proper nouns जो होते हैं वो usually non-flexible isms होते हैं? इस तरह का कोई pattern है या फिर is it like spread across anyway?
These are exactly the tips जो आपको मैं दे रहा हूँ. एक tip ये है isms ending with alif and alif maksura. That's the tip number one. Okay. So isms that you are ending with these two letters are non-flexible. Another tip is the pointer words जो होते हैं Arabic के अंदर. Pointer words आपने भी किए नहीं है. Pointer words in singular and plural. And we'll do that inshallah. So these pointer words are like the words you might have seen these words. Haza, you might have seen hazihi, right? You might have seen zalika, for example. Zalika. You might have seen tanika, for example. Tanika. Tilka, sorry, not tanika. Tilka, for example, and so on and so forth. These types of words, so pointer words hote hain, haza, hazihi, zalika, tilka, and we will do that later on, inshallah. You don't have to memorize them right now. These words are always inflexible. In your notes, there is a full list here. Okay, so if you go to your page number 9, you will see this list here. Okay, so these non-flexible ones usually have just one form, isms ending with an alif of any type, normal alif or the alif maksura alif. The words that you probably know from the Quran, allazi, allati, allazina, ma, man, things like that. All of these words, these are called ism mawsul. Don't try to too much memorize them right now. Just remember that these are the words. When they show up, I'll remind you, inshallah, that they are inflexible. They remain the same in all statuses. Okay, just this middle part, al-lazani and al-latani, they are not non-flexible. If you want to, if I just highlight them here. So these ones are not non-flexible. Okay, but all the other are non-flexible. They will not change at all regardless of their status. Ma and man, these are all isms. Okay, and they just show up like this. Okay, we just need to know that at this point in time. We don't need to memorize this table. We just need to know that. Okay, the last point, the words like ulaika, tilka, zalika, haulai, hazihi, haza, this is something we'll do in detail later on, inshallah, in this course. These are all non-flexible isms. Okay. At this point, it is just information given to you. That's it. Okay. You have this page, and you may have to refer back to this page when you're doing an exercise. Okay, is this word part of this list or not, and things like that. But inshallah, when we go along in our studies, these things will become quite second nature to you. Okay. So the first category we said was a fully flexible isms. Fully flexible isms show their status without problems. And then there's non-flexible isms. They don't show their status at all. You cannot find what their status are. All we know about isms in this case is the isms are by default rafa. Yes, question.
Sir, what are ism mausul? क्या होते हैं ये?
It's an advanced concept. Ism mausul are more connected to the fi'l study. So these are the isms that actually make a sentence into a fragment. So you will not understand that right now. So inshallah मैं आपको ये बातें बाद में बताऊंगा. But आप इनको भी ऐसे याद रखें कि इसम मौसूल जो होते हैं उनके मीनिंग्स ये होते हैं. Allazi is the one who, allazina the ones who, plural है ये. This is all singular first column. Then it's dual, and then it's plural. Ma and man are separate. You do not need to know more than that at this point in time. Okay, otherwise you will get overwhelmed and completely confused. Okay, just stay with me. Any questions beyond this point? So just to revise, we
Can
are
you
saying,
please
Ji,
summarize again
Ji,
these
I'll repeat
flexibilism
it.
and non-flexible?
I'll do that again, inshallah. Okay. So two categories: fully flexible, non-flexible. Fully flexible always show their status without issues. They don't hide their status. Non-flexible never show their status. Okay. Fully flexible, most isms in Arabic are fully flexible. Non-flexible, there are few types of isms which are non-flexibles. The ones ending with alif or alif maksura. Um, Alif maksura. Okay? These are non-flexible isms. When you see them, spot them in the Quran, these are non-flexible isms. They're not going to show you the status. Okay. Um, all ism mausuls. What are ism mausuls? Not all ism mausuls. For example, the singular, no, singular and plural forms of ism mausuls are non-flexible. Which ones are these? These ones. The ones I'm going to highlight in, let's say, yellow. Okay. Allazi, allati, allazina, allai, and allati. Okay. All of them, these two, this the first one is masculine, the other one is feminine, and they both mean the one who. Okay. Allazi khalaqa samawati, the one who created the skies. Okay, that's that word. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, that is this word. Ya ayyuhallazina, oh those who, all the ones who believed. That's this word, allazina. It's just a plural of allazi. And Allahi and Allati is a plural of Allati, and very rarely used in the Quran, this one. I think Allazani, Allatani as well, very rarely used in the Quran. Primarily the ones that are very widely used is Allazi, Allati, Allazina. Okay, so these are all ism mausuls which are non-flexible. Uh, these ones, man, which means who or whoever, ma, which means what or whatever. This is also quite widely used in the Quran, and they are all non-flexible isms. When you see a ma, when you see man, allazi, allati, allazina, and so on, these are all non-flexible. Okay, this is what we mean by the ism mausul. And I said singular and plural forms. These two forms in the middle in green are not non-flexible. They are partly flexible, and I'll explain that next, inshallah. Okay, but ma and man are non-flexible. Okay, then you have pointer words in singular and plural. Pointer words in singular and plural. Pointer words, which are pointer words? These are pointer words. Ulaika, tilka, zalika, haulahi, hazihi, haza. And we will do that in detail later on. Don't worry about memorizing everything. Just digest the concept. Okay? Even if you have to refer back to this page to do your exercises, it's fine at this point. Okay? So these three tips will help you in detecting a non-flexible ism, whereas most isms otherwise will be fully flexible. Is that much clear? Okay. How overwhelming this topic is? Is it hurting?
Yeah, it needs a little bit of a catch up, reread. पढ़ना पड़ेगा
It
थोड़ा दोबारा
does.
से क्योंकि
It
वो
does.
कॉम्बोज जो है ना वो काफी अब डाइवर्स हो गए हैं और फिर वो टेबल पे मैप करना प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो होपफुली
Inshallah, inshallah. Abhi karenge hum, inshallah. बहुत सारी. And I warned you guys, flexibility is a topic that confuses students,
yeah
right? And it goes normal, inshallah, after some time. Okay, so if you cannot retain it in your mind, it's natural. But if you understand what I'm saying, that's good.
ये जो इसम मौसूल है ये लिस्ट एग्जॉस्टिव है ये और भी हो सकता है इस
ये
टेबल
list
के
exhaustive है.
और
These are the ism mausuls.
जी और जो बाकी जो एंडिंग अलिफ है वो कोई इसकी भी लंबी सी लिस्ट है या आपके ख्याल में कुरान
नहीं,
मजीद में वो कोई 50-60 है सिर्फ या इतना है या क्या है जैसे
नहीं,
दुनिया
ऐसा नहीं.
मूसा
You cannot quantify it, Abu Bakr.
अच्छा
So we can't. And I mean, there are more complexities around in advanced levels when we go. So sometimes a fail is also ending with the alif maksura like this. It is not an ism at all, and you'll
अच्छा
build that
अच्छा
skill later on, inshallah. Okay.
जी ठीक है चलो सही थैंक यू
Right. Now, just to confuse you a little bit more, I have the third category. Ha ha. Okay. So fully flexible, non-flexible, and in
Now,
every
partly,
society, there are people who are always supportive. There are people completely not supportive, and there are people who are partly supportive. Right? You do not really know if they're on your side or not. Right? So those
this
types of
topic is like a bouncer.
yes,
You have to duck.
or maybe a very fast Shoaib Akhtar Yorker, huh? You have to
Oh, yes.
save your toes. So the third one
Yes.
is partly flexible. Now these isms decided, okay, sometimes we are going to show our status and sometimes not. Okay, sometimes we'll show and sometimes not. Now, how do they do that? I mean, they're just two rules in this. These partly flexible isms basically, how should I say? They can never be heavy. If you see a heavy ism, it cannot be partly flexible. They're always light. Okay? They cannot take a kasra, or for Urdu speakers, zair. They cannot take a kasra, zair. These two things you need to remember. They will never be heavy and they will not take a kasra. Now, what does that mean? For example, I write a word Ibrahim. Ibrahim. The default status of an ism is Rafa, Nasab or Jar. Which one? Default.
Rafa.
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 Ibrahim is a partly flexible ism. So you cannot say Ibrahimun. Wrong.
Ibrahimi.
Wrong Arabic.
Ibrahim.
It will always be light. So it's going to be Ibrahimu. Okay? It's going to be Ibrahimu. So now, this is the Rafa form. Let's go to the Nasab form. Can anyone tell me the Nasab form?
Ibrahima.
Ibrahima. You cannot say Ibrahiman.
Ibrahim.
You can't say this. Ibrahiman is wrong. What am I writing? Ibrahima. Yeah? Ibrahima is the right word. It is always light. Now, who
Yes.
can tell me the Jar form?
It
Ibrahimi.
doesn't have a jar.
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. I mean, if I
It
write
doesn't have a jar.
Ibrahimi, I'm saying it doesn't take a kasra, right? You just can't take a zir. So this word, partly flexible, says, hey, I cannot take the kasra, but what I'll do is, I'll just look like the nasab form. I'll just look like the nasab form. So although you're looking at Ibrahima, in partly flexible world, it could be either nasab or jar, because they can't take the kasra. Digest this. Okay, I'll give you another example.
So how, sorry, Father, how do we know that it cannot take the kasra?
This is the
Like,
Arabic rule that it
okay,
doesn't
it's a
take the
rule.
kasra.
It's a rule. Yeah.
But how would you know if it is nasab or jar? The context will tell you. The words around it will tell you. Okay. And over time, when you also build vocabulary, it will also help. Okay. Right. So if I say Yusuf, this is another partly flexibilism. Now, I want you to tell me the three forms of the word Yusuf in Rafa, Nasab, and Jar. What is the Rafa form? Yusufu.
Yusufu,
Yusufa,
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 Yusufa is the Nasab, and then
Yusufi,
Yusufa.
yes, can it be Yusufi?
No,
No,
Why not?
Qasr,
because
Qasr.
because it
Kasr
can't.
can't
Take the
take.
Because it
Qasra.
can't take the kasra, right? Its jar form looks like the nasab form. Okay, and that is why they are partly. Why they are partly? Because in case of the rafa, it's fine. But in case of nasab and jar, there is confusion. And you can't really say unless you see some other things around it. Okay. Now let me show you one thing. So let me go to Tanzil. Anyone know this website, tanzil.net?
No.
Nope.
Tanzil.net, you know the apps of the Quran that you use every day? So the text of those apps, the Quranic text of those apps is usually provided by Tanzil.net. This is the prime source of Quranic text. It has open APIs. You can download the entire Quran in your Word document, blah, blah. And all of those apps that you use on the mobile phone, majority makes use of Tanzil. Okay, so this is the Quranic text. So let me say Ibrahim. I'm going to type Ibrahim here. And it tells me everything in the Quran where the word Ibrahim is used. Okay? So there are 63 ayahs and 69 results, 7 pages here. Okay? Now, if I zoom in, every single appearance of the word Ibrahim, I want you to notice. Tell me one appearance if you see if it has a kasra or if it is heavy. Single appearance, you will not find it in the Quran. Ibrahima, Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima, Ibrahima. You see that? You won't find it because it's a partly flexible ism. Okay? There is no Ibrahimi in the Quran. Let's do the same exercise with Yusuf. Okay? So you find Yusufa, Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufa, Yusufa. You will never find Yusufi. Not going to find it. Nobody. It's not there. Okay? Because they are partly flexible isms. All right? So it's a good tool for you to get yourself familiar with. So it's a nice website. Okay, so now
लेकिन
what?
इजाज़त सॉरी ये आपको ये वर्ड्स तो पता थे ना एज एग्जांपल कि ये वाले हैवी कभी नहीं होंगे और ये फ्लेक्सिबल इसम्स है
जी
मतलब इब्राहिम और यूसुफ आपको मालूम है आप और आप ये भी जैसे बता रहे हैं कि जैसे वोकैबुलरी बढ़ेगी तो अवेयरनेस बढ़ जाएगी कि अच्छा यार ये वाले मोस्टली
जी
पार्शली फ्लेक्सिबल होता है
एग्जैक्टली
अभी के लिए कि हम जब पढ़ेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली देयर विल बी गैप्स इन आवर नॉलेज तो ज्यादा परेशानी होना आप ये कह रहे हैं राइट अच्छा ठीक है
absolutely and I have knowledge gaps as well, of course. I learn every day. So I'm giving you these 4 reasons why ism is light, right? So one of the reason I'm going to do now, third one, when it is partly flexible. Okay? Okay? Because partly flexible isms are always light. They don't take kasra. So when you see an ism in light, you will use these 4 reasons to deduce why it is light. You will see, is it a categorical negation? Is it calling somebody? Maybe the number 4 that I have not told you. And if they're not the first 3, then you will know, oh, it's a partly flexible one then. So there's a mechanism of deduction that you will use, inshallah. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some hints of what types of isms can be partly flexible. Okay, and those hints would be, inshallah, useful to you. Right, so number 1, proper names of places. That's one part. The proper names of places with 4 or more letters. That is this. I'll write one name. Okay. Let's say I write Pakistan. Which country is this? Pakistan. Pakistan. There is no pa in Arabic. There is no p in Arabic. You know,
Yes.
my Arabic friend, maybe it's an old joke, you already know. He goes and asks the security guard, brother, can I bark here? The brother says, oh, you can bark wherever you want. That's all right. Because there's no P in Arabic. Right? So it's ba. Pakistan. Is this a proper name of a place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It is 4
So far.
letters or more. Right?
Yeah.
So it will be Pakistan. It will be Pakistanu, Pakistana, Pakistana. Right? Another example. Oh, what am I doing? So when I don't change the keyboard. Okay. So Makkah. Makkatu. Makkah. So Makkah, is it a proper name of a place?
Yeah.
Is it 4 letters or more?
No.
It is 4.
It is 4? How?
No, it's 3.
Yes, it has
L,
2
K, T.
sounds of calf.
It is, let me break this down. It's Mak,
Makkatu.
Mak, Ka.
Okay.
Mak,
Yes.
Yeah.
Katu.
So the
It's a
calf is
sukoon
back.
here. It's a sukoon here, jazm. It's a makkatu. In Arabic, when you have this case, you merge them 2 together. Merge them together, put a shadda. That's why the double X on that, shadda on it, right? It's a makkatu. It's a 4 or more letter. It's a proper name of a place. So when you do have this case, then it's going to be makkatu, makkata, makkata. Okay?
Okay.
So proper names of places with 4 or more letters are partly flexible. That's tip number 1. हजम हो गई कि नहीं हुई भी हजम?
एक ये अभी हम कौन सी वाली वो कर रहे हैं आप मतलब रीजंस ये रीजन नहीं बता रहे आप टिप्स बता रहे हैं कि वो
I'm not telling you the reason. I'm
भी
telling you how to detect a partly flexibilism.
हाँ ठीक है
So if you see name of a place with 4 or more letters, it's partly flexible. Okay? I'll give you another example. London. London. Partly flexible or fully flexible?
Partly flexible.
It's a proper name.
Yes,
It's
proper
4
name.
or more
4
letters.
or
It's
more,
partly
yeah.
flexible. Okay? Now, tip number 2, how to detect a partly flexible ism. Okay? 3-letter word with sukoon, or for Pakistanis, jazm, in the middle. Three-letter word with sukoon in the middle. For example, adnun. It's a three-letter word, and there is a sukoon in the middle, the jazm in the middle. Okay? If you find such a word, that is always going to be a fully flexible ism. I repeat that again. Okay? When you find this word, it's a name of a place. It's a name of a place, but it is constructed with three letters with sukoon. So it does not fulfill the criteria of name with four letters. You will mark it as a fully flexible ism. So it's going to be adnun, adnan, and adnin, the way you have learned. Okay? If you find this, even if it's a proper name of a place, you can still deduce it's not fully flexible, partly flexible. Okay? Just keep that in mind. So this word can be a three-letter word. It can be a name of a place or a person. So this word is going to be fully flexible. So I'm giving you the a detection of fully flexible, so you don't confuse it with the partly flexible, because partly flexibles are about proper names of places. And if you have a proper name of a place which is not four letters or more, it's going to be fully flexible, and it follows this criteria: sukoon in the middle, and it has three letters. Too many rules to remember, I know. Okay, but inshallah, with practice, it will become easier in the next classes or so. Okay. Now, if I give you an example, for example, if I say Lut, you know Lut alayhi salam, the name Lut, that's how it's written. Is it fully flexible or partly flexible? What do you think?
Fully flexible.
And why is it fully flexible?
Because it has three words, three letters.
It has three letters,
Three-letter
and
word.
that's not enough. But there's another
There's
condition:
a
three-letter word
jazm.
Yes.
with sukoon in the middle.
Sukoon
Sorry, sukoon.
in the
With
middle.
sukoon in the
Yes.
middle. Okay?
Hmm.
So that's going to be fully flexible. Okay? Why did I tell you fully flexible isms when I'm explaining you partly flexible? My first reason is to make you utterly confused, because I enjoy it. The second reason is I'm trying to tell you how to detect a partly flexible ism, and I first told you that it's proper names of places. And there are proper names of places which are not partly flexible. And those names of places are following this formula. They are three-letter words with sukoon in the middle. So while I'm telling you about proper names of places, I do need to tell you about proper names of places that fall into this bracket. Okay? So you don't confuse yourselves. Any questions? Okay. Let's do a few things. Let me go here. And you are going to tell me if they are fully flexible, non-flexible, or partly flexible. Okay, before I teach you more. What is Musa? Fully, partly?
It's a fully no. It's a partly
It's
flexible. Musa, partly flexible.
It's
non-flexible.
non-flexible. Why is it
Oh, sorry,
non-flexible?
non-flexible. It's
Alif
Why?
Maksura.
Alif Maksura doesn't tell you the status. Luth, I literally gave you that answer a few seconds ago.
Fully flexible.
fully
It's
flexible.
fully flexible. Why not partially flexible?
It's less than
It is
four.
a three letters word
It's
with
below the
sukoon
jazm.
in the middle.
Yeah,
Correct. It's a three-letter
yeah,
word with the sukoon in the middle.
yeah,
Dallas. Dallas in English is Dallas.
yeah.
Hmm.
That
Dallas in
is.
Texas, US. So what do you think it is?
It's a partly flexible.
It's a partly flexible. And why it is partly flexible?
More than it's four and more, and it's yeah.
It's
Basically,
4 letters
four
or
letters.
more,
Yeah, yeah.
and it is a proper name of a place,
Name of plus. Yeah.
right? Muhammad.
The name. So it's
Proper name
non-flexible.
with
It's a proper name.
4 or more letters.
Yeah.
So
It's
It's a
what do you think it
non-flexible.
partially
is?
flexible.
Non-flexible. No?
Non-flexible.
Like Musa.
Okay,
No.
is
So
it?
Partly flexible.
it's partly flexible. You said the
It's
name.
partly flexible
Partly flexible.
because.
It's partly flexible because the name is more than four.
Okay,
Proper
I'll
name.
let you. I'll let you think about it more, and we'll come back to this
Yeah.
in few minutes' time, inshallah. I'll take you here. For example, a ruj'a, fully, partly, non.
Yeah. Non.
Non-flexible.
Non-flexible.
It's a
I know you wanna.
non-flexibilism.
Yeah.
It's a non-flexibilism.
Hmm.
Yusuf, we just did that.
How it is?
Yusuf.
It is
Partly
non-flexible,
flexible.
number
Yusuf.
27,
Yusuf.
because it ends
Yeah.
with alif
Yes, yes,
maqsur.
yes. Alif
Okay,
Maksura.
okay,
Okay.
right. Yusuf, we just did, and you will learn why it is partly flexible in a bit. So, what about Isa?
It is also non-flexible.
It's
Alif Maksura like
non-flexible. Very good. Okay, let me just check your memory a little bit. What is Haza? You remember what is Haza?
yes,
Pointer
it
word.
is a pointer word.
It's a
Yes.
pointer
It's
word.
non-flexible.
It is non-flexible. Yeah, very good. A zikra.
It's
A pointer word.
Non-flexible.
No,
non-flexible.
It's
non-flexible.
non-flexible. Why is it
Yeah.
non-flexible?
With that.
Alif Maksura.
Alif
Al
maqsura.
Maksura.
Alif maqsura. Okay. So I hope it helped you a little bit, inshallah. Let me teach you a few more things. Inshallah, we'll come back and complete that exercise. Right. So two things you have learned. You have learned that three-letter word with sukoon in the middle is fully flexible. You've learned proper names of places with 4 or more letters are partly flexible. Okay. Now I'm going to give you 3 names. I'm going to give you Muhammad, Muhammadun. Then I'm going to give you Hudun. Then I'm going to give you Salihun. Then I'm going to give you Shu'aybun. Okay.
Shai.
Muhammadun, Hudun, Salihun, Shuhaydun. Muhammad, Hud, Salih, Shuhaib. Okay? You have to keep them in mind. Muhammad, Hud, Salih, Shuhaib. These are names of 4 prophets. All these 4 names are Arab names. These are Arab names. Ibrahim is not Arab name. Yusuf is not Arab name. Okay? These 4 names are Arab names. They are in the Quran. Okay? Muhammad, Hud, Saleh, Shu'aib. These are the only 4 Arab names in the Quran. Okay? That's one piece of information you need to digest. Only 4 Arab names in the Quran. And these are fully flexible. And these are fully flexible. The Arab names are fully flexible. These 4 are fully flexible names in the Quran. Because our scope of study is the Quranic Arabic, I'm not thinking entire Arabic. I'm thinking Quranic Arabic. Okay? So within the scope of Quran, there are 4 Arab names mentioned in the Quran: Muhammad, Hud, Saleh, Shuaib, and they are fully flexible. Now, check this out. Any other name in the Quran is partly flexible. Any other name in the Quran is partly flexible, of course, excluding this rule. Okay, this rule you already know. 3-letter word with sukoon in the middle one, you already know. So as far as this rule does not apply on it, it is partly flexible. Now let's go back to these examples. We did Ibrahim. Let me move that down. So we did Ibrahim. Ibrahim, is it part of these 4 words? Muhammad, Hud, Saleh, Shoaib? No.
No.
It's not. Is it 2-letter,
No.
3-letter word with sukoon in the middle? No. It's partly
No.
flexible. Topic closed. Okay. So then you have Yusuf. Is it among the four names? No. Is it 3-letter word with sukoon in the middle? No. It's partly
No.
flexible. Okay. What about this one? Maryam.
Maryam.
Is it among the 4 words?
Mm.
Muhammad, Hud, Saleh,
No.
Shoaib? No. Is it 3-letter word with sukoon in the middle?
No.
No.
No. It's partly flexible. So Rafa is Maryamu, Nasab is Maryama, and Jar is Maryama. You will not find Maryam with a kasra. Maryam. In the Quran, you will not find it. Maryama, 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 Maryamu, 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 Maryama. You will not find Maryami. It doesn't exist. Okay? In the Quran, page number 2. Let's find. You see all the blues? They're either Maryamu or Maryama because it's a partly flexible ism. Okay? This rule will help you. So as soon as you see the name in the Quran and you see it is not a 3-letter word with sukoon in the middle, and it is also not among the 4 names I have been given, Muhammad, Hud, Saleh, Shoaib. These 2 criteria are met, you mark it partly flexible. Now I'll give you a name. A name that you should already know. Fir'aun.
Non-Arabic.
It's a non-Arabic name.
Yeah. Doesn't
It's
have 3
not
letters.
correct. It's not
Not a
3-letter with
3
sukoon in the
letters word
middle.
with.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
And
partly
it
flexible.
is.
Fir'auna, Fir'aunu, sorry. Wait a second.
Fir'aun, Fir'aun.
Fir'aunu, Fir'auna.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm.
Do not say it's a ending combination like Muslimuna. It's not, because it's a proper name. Okay? If I remove this Vaw and Noon, Fir means nothing. Right? Okay, so just like the word Nu'man, it's not Ani ending. It doesn't mean you have 2 Nu'ms. It doesn't mean that. Right? It's just a proper name. So Nu'man, you don't confuse it. By the way, is Nu'man partly flexible, fully flexible, or non-flexible?
Partly flexible.
Partly flexible.
Partly. To detect any name in the Quran, all you need to remember is these 4 names. Muhammad, Hud, Saleh, Shoaib. You need to remember 3-letter word with sukoon in the middle is fully flexible. These 2 rules you need to remember, and then you can mark almost every name coming in the Quran as partly flexible, non-flexible, fully flexible, and almost every place in the Quran as partly flexible or not, because you know 4 or more letters for a proper name of a place is partly flexible. Okay? Any questions? Am I doing a good job in just getting all the brain juice out of you?
Very good job. Very good job.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks. That's what I love. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But here a little bit of confusion, sir. We
Ah,
resolve it by doing practice,
yes, that's where I'm
inshallah.
taking you, inshallah. Okay. Let's do this practice now. Okay. Now Jannah. Now Jannah means garden. Okay. It's a garden. Okay. Al Jannah is the paradise. Okay. The garden. But this is a garden. Is it fully flexible, non-flexible, or partly flexible? Take your time. There's no rush.
Fully flexible.
It's fully flexible.
No.
Very good. It is fully flexible because majority isms in Arabic are fully flexible. It does not end with alif or alif maksura. It is not among the ism mawsuls that we briefly saw. It is not among the pointers that we saw, so we can't mark it non-flexible, right? It is not a three, four or more letters and a proper name of a place. It's a garden. It's a common name of a place. It is not three-letter word with sukoon in the middle. It's not among those four names as well, so it's not a name of a person, right? So you mark by deduction, it's fully flexible. Now tell me, Muhammad,
Sorry,
what is
before
it?
we move on,
Fully
Jan,
flexible.
on
Yes, on
question
Jannah.
on
Yes, on
Jannah, ये तो चार वर्ड्स नहीं, चार लेटर्स नहीं है क्योंकि उस
चार लेटर्स हैं
हाँ,
बिल्कुल.
लेकिन प्रॉपर प्लेस नहीं,
प्रॉपर
इसलिए
नेम नहीं है ये.
प्रॉपर नहीं
ठीक है.
है ये ओके 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 ठीक है
Okay. Okay.
ठीक है प्रॉपर
Adam. Adam.
Partially flexible.
Non-Arabic word. Partially flexible.
And why partially flexible?
Non-Arabic word.
Hmm?
No jism in the middle.
No jazm in the middle, and I'll tell you another trick. When two hamzas come together, like this,
Mm.
two hamzas, or when a hamza with an alif comes together, like this. No, balki two hamzas. When two hamzas come together, they are usually merged to form this form.
Yes.
Okay. So when
Yes.
you're looking at Adam, you're actually looking at four letters.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's going to be partially flexible. It is not among the four names. It is not three-letter word with sukoon in the middle. It is in the Quran. Mark it partially flexible. Okay. Yatim.
Partially flexible.
Okay. What makes it partially flexible?
It doesn't
Because of
have.
4 letters.
Okay, it has four letters. I agree with you. It has more than four letters. Ya, ta, ya, and mim. Is it a proper name of a place?
No.
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 Okay. It certainly is not three-letter word with sukoon in the middle. Is it among the four names that we learned? Muhammad, Hud,
No.
Saleh, Shuaib?
No.
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 Is it a name of a
No.
person? No.
No,
So which criteria of partly flexible is it mapping on?
not mapping to any.
Okay, let's do non-flexible. Is it ending with alif or alif maksura?
No.
No. Is
No.
it part of ism mawsul? Allazi, allazina, allati, allati, and all of those things? Ma, man? No.
It's fully flexible.
Is it pointers? Haza, hazihi, zalika, tilka? No.
No.
It's fully flexible, guys.
Yeah.
It's just fully flexible. It's a normalism, right?
Mm.
Alaq.
Okay, so it's not with a jazm, it's not a name. It's not a. So I think it's fully flexible.
It
This
is
one is
fully
also fully
flexible.
flexible.
It's fully
Yeah.
flexible. Not
Because
a
we were
name of a
discussing
place.
वो partly flexible इतना ज़्यादा discuss हो रहा था कि सारे भूल गए कि fully flexible भी एक चीज़ है.
Majority isms are fully flexible.
हाँ.
Muslim charts are fully flexible. Usually होता ये कि when you study a complex thing, you start to see everything as complex, even if it is simple.
Yeah, वही हुआ.
So,
Yeah.
alaq is like a Muslim. It's alakun, alakan, alikin, alikani, alikaini, alikaini, and so on. Okay? It's like that. Okay? Okay. Did we leave anything here? Rabb.
fully flexible.
Fully flexible. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It'am.
Um,
إطعام.
fully
Do
flexible.
you, it's a fully flexible one. There is
So
no place called It'am.
yeah,
It's not a name.
not a
Certainly
not a
not three
name.
letters.
It's not 3 letters. So it's fully
Doesn't fall
flexible.
into non-flexible category at
Oh,
all.
oh,
Right?
it is.
So fully flexible. Can you tell
जाज
us
भाई
who did? Yes.
ये बताइएगा ये जो सिंगल और प्लूरल पॉइंटिंग वर्ड्स है ये भी एग्जॉस्टिव लिस्ट है ये कि और भी आएंगे इसके अलावा ये
और आएंगे, आगे आएंगे. वो
और
टेंशन मैं
भी
आपको
हैं
बाद में दूंगा. Don't worry about it.
अच्छा ठीक है
Don't worry. Don't worry about the
सही
problem that you don't have right now.
आज बस सही ओके
ठीक है?
ओके
Okay. Now you should be able to tell me, although you know what Yusuf is it fully, partly, or non? What is it?
Fully
partly
flexible.
flexible
Okay. Ikhtilaf in the ummah. Is it fully or partly?
No,
it's partly
partly.
no partly flexible
Partly.
Four
And
names,
why is
four
it partly?
letters.
it's a non-Arab name more than 4 letters
It's a non-Arab name. Listen, the four-letter idea was on the places.
अच्छा सही है
Okay?
ठीक है it's
The
a non-Arab
four-letter
name
was on the proper
basically
names of the places. You deduce this as partly because it's not among those four names that you remember. Muhammadun, Shu'aibun, Salihun, Hudun.
Hood
It's
yeah
not among those, and it's not three letters with sukoon in the middle. So you say, okay, this is partly flexible.
oh, yeah
Okay?
it's a name yeah
Safina.
सफीनत नाम है
Fully flexible.
Safina नाम पाकिस्तान में है, अरबी में नहीं.
अच्छा
ठीक है?
ये भी याद करना यार
जैसे
that's
सुल्तान
याद करना
सुल्तान
पड़ेगा।
पाकिस्तान में नाम होता है ना. It's a name
हाँ
in Pakistan.
ये
But in
हाँ
Arabic,
सही
it means a king or something like that, right? Somebody in power.
ओके तो ये तो फुली फ्लेक्सिबल हो जाएगा
ये fully flexible है.
Fully
ठीक है जी.
flexible.
Yeah.
कलम
कलम फुली
Qalam.
फ्लेक्सिबल
Fully
fully
flexible.
flexible.
Fully flexible.
Fully
Nar.
फुली
fully
फ्लेक्सिबल
flexible.
No,
I am loving the
Fully
speed
flexible.
now.
no,
See,
no,
you see
no.
that the brain juices are now coming and making that cocktail. That is actually now tasting better. Cool, good job. Well done.
Sukoon in the middle
Hmm.
or
कहाँ पे सुकून in the middle?
nar.
लेकिन
Yes,
प्लेस का था ना ये
you can deduce it like that. That's fine. Okay. Ibrahim.
हाँ ये तो
Fully,
partially flexible
Partly
वो जो
flexible. Not
मोहम्मद
among those
रूफ
four
शोएब
names.
साले हाँ
Rusul.
Rasool, Rasool,
रसूल
Rasool.
Partly flexible.
partly
Fully
flexible
flexible.
Okay, why is it partly
No, fully.
flexible?
फुली फ्लेक्सिबल है ये
It's fully flexible. It's not
Yeah, it's fully flexible, yeah.
Rasul. It's not named the Rasul. Okay?
no it's just a word yeah
It's the messenger. Okay? A messenger. Okay? जी मुसैतिर.
सही देर फुली फ्लेक्सिबल है
Fully
Partly नहीं है ना
flexible.
Fully flexible.
Sahib.
Sahib.
फुली फ्लेक्सिबल
Fully flexible.
Fully flexible. Very good. Masjid.
फुली फ्लेक्सिबल
Fully flexible.
प्लेस तो है
Fully
लेकिन
Partly
ये लेकिन
flexible.
But is it a proper
Place.
name?
प्रॉपर फ्ले नहीं है इट्स जस्ट अ प्लेस सो ये
It's just a place.
फुली
A
फ्लेक्सिबल हो
masjid. Right?
Hmm.
Fir'aun.
गया partly flexible
Partly flexible because it's a name in the Quran, not among those
Yeah.
four names, not three letter with sukoon in the middle. Okay? Partly
Hmm.
flexible. Al-unsa.
And
ये वो है नॉन फ्लेक्सिबल है नॉन फ्लेक्सिबल
Non-flexible. Why? Because of alif
Oh,
maqsud.
flexible. Alif Maqsura.
Very good.
Surah.
Very good. Lahab.
लहाब लेकिन ये तो partly
Fully
flexible है it's a name no it's a name lahab abu lahab is that a name if there's a name then partly if not then it's fully I don't know ये name है क्या है
It's a fully flexible word.
okay lahab name नहीं है right
It is a name, but it doesn't fall under the category of three letter word with sukoon in the middle. There is no sukoon in the middle. Right? So,
Okay.
I mean, you can, I mean, it's Abu Lahab. It's basically means flames. It's not
Hmm.
really a name in that sense that you are thinking of. We know it as
अच्छा.
Abu Lahab, but actually uska naam kuch different tha. It's flames, basically.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
it's just a word.
Okay.
Ahad.
Um,
Ahad.
fully flexible.
Uh,
Now,
Fully
this is not
flexible.
the name Ahad. Okay.
It's not ahad. Okay. It's just ahad.
Just Ahad.
Yeah, it's fully
Qul
flexible.
hu Allahu Ahad.
Ahad.
Fully
The
flexible.
one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fully flexible. Ibtigha.
Yeah, fully flexible. Fully
Fully,
flexible.
fully.
Flexible.
Fully
Fully flexible.
flexible. ये कर लिया था हजा कर लिया था सुल्तान
Fully flexible.
Sultan. Fully flexible.
Yes,
fully
no, no, no.
flexible
आपने बताया है नाम नहीं है.
जी बिल्कुल जबरदस्त look you guys have done this I've not done it mashallah very good excellent this will
Can
become
we take
easier
a
and
break?
easier yes of course you
ये
deserve a break
एक
I
क्वेश्चन
know
है ये
जी
फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी का ओवरऑल पिक्चर ये है कि मतलब हमें आई नो अब आगे आते जैसे हम जाएंगे हमें उसका उसका फायदा पता चलेगा कि
जी
फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी आइडेंटिफाई करने से क्या हमें फायदा होगा राइट लेकिन
right
एक पंच लाइन क्या है इसकी कि फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी पता होने से हमें क्या फायदा मिलेगा अगर एक लाइन में अगर आप बता दें तो हमें फिर उसे फायदा मतलब
जी
हमें फायदा हो जाएगा कि हम हाँ यू नो फ्यूचर में इसकी ज्यादा ये डिटेल है लेकिन दिस इज व्हाट वी आर वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स
right so you have learned many things for example in the future you will learn some harfs और उन हर्फ्स की their only job would be to make something nasab or jar
हर्फ की
right
जॉब ये होगी राइट
हाँ so when that harf applies to for example Ibrahim and his job is to make Ibrahim jar it will Ibrahim would still look like a nasab because Ibrahim is partly flexible you will not see Ibrahimi and then you will get confused oh this harf is going to make it jar but it is not making it jar why not but actually
हाँ
it will be jar. So you will not be able to decode that side of the story if you do not know how flexibility works. Another example is possession. When you want to show house of Ibrahim. So the word after of is jar. And when Ibrahim comes after the word of, and it doesn't show you the status, you will not be able to understand how this possession fragment is working. Right? So those types of things are going to come, inshallah, I think, hopefully in the next or the class after that. Okay.
ओके
So
ओके थैंक यू
let's take a 5 minutes break again. Inshallah, we'll see each other in 5 minutes. Have some coffee and tea or whatever you like. Inshallah, I'll see you in 5 minutes.
थैंक यू
Thanks.
Okay, inshallah. I hope you're back. अगर वापस आ गए आप लोग तो इंशाल्लाह let's start. ठीक है?
Yes.
जबरदस्त.
Yep.
अच्छा, चले. Before I start another sprint in this class, I just want to uh, do a very quick recap of where we are. And this time I want you to help me out. ठीक है? Because my objective is, inshallah, one day or the other, you guys become teachers of this language, inshallah. Okay. So, what you do, what we have done is we have done ism. ठीक है? बताएं मुझे 4 properties. Just say it out loud.
Status, number, gender,
Status,
and
number, gender,
number, gender, type.
type. That's what we have been doing. ठीक है? Now, this structure
Yes.
has to firm up in your mind. Inside the status, the first topic we did was forms of status.
Forms of status.
Okay? There are 3 forms of status. What are those?
Rafa,
Rafa,
Nasab, Jar.
Nasab, Jar.
Nasab, jar. Very nice. The second topic we did was how to tell the status.
Yes. Ending sound or ending combo.
Correct. Ending sound and
Or
ending
ending combo.
combinations. That's the topic we did. The third
Then
topic
we
we
have
did
light versus
light
heavy.
versus heavy. Okay, so we did the
Yes.
either we
Flexibility.
removed end sounds. That's
Yes.
what we did in
And
this.
sounds.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we said flexibility. Okay, in this one we had 3 categories of flexibility: fully flexible, non-flexible, and partly flexible. Okay, this is where we are today, and this is where your status study concludes for now. MashaAllah. ठीक है? That's very well done. Now we have to move to the next property of an ism, which is the number. Okay, in the study of number, you already know few things. You know the masculine Muslim chart, right?
Yes.
And you know Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina, the plural side of the story. So you know the
Yes.
normal, normal masculine Muslim chart, or normal masculine Muslim plural, let me say like that. So that's what you know. Number is about how much. Is it singular, pair, or plural? That's what number is. Okay. So you have already done the normal masculine plurals. Have you also done normal feminine plurals?
Yes.
Yes, in your feminine Muslim chart. Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. You know that. You still can detect it. There are few more types of plurals which I want to teach you now. Okay?
Okay.
And that's where we are going. Okay? Everyone with me on the same page where we are?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Now imagine you have a friend whose English is like broken like mine, doesn't know how to speak English well, and he goes to you and tells you, "Hey, I'm going to UK and I want to speak English. Tell me how to speak English." And you say, "Okay, it's easy. There is a word, for example, car. This means one car. And when you want to make it plural, you just add s to it. Cars. Okay? You have tree, and then you have many trees. You say trees. You have chair. You have many chairs. You have chairs. Right? You just give him that logic. Said, okay, cool. Okay. Sometimes what he does is he arrives in UK and now he wants to go to the dentist, and he goes to the dentist. Hey, I have a problem with my tooths. Okay, what's the problem with that statement? I have a problem with my tooths.
Teeth.
Yeah, teeth. The toots is wrong English, folks. It's wrong English. So what is this word? Is this word now another thing you should understand. When I changed car to cars, was the original word intact? Yes or
Yes.
no? Yes.
Yeah.
Tree was intact? Yes. Chair was intact?
Yes.
Yes. Is tooth intact?
No.
No. What have you done? You have broken the plural, haven't you? You've broken the original word and then you have made a plural out of it.
Yeah.
This type of plurals are called broken plural, and they are in every language. Okay, they don't follow the standard way of making things plural. Another example I can give you. For example, goose. What's the plural?
Geese.
Geese. It is breaking the original word. So you are breaking these two O's and then you are making the plural out of it. Okay, so your original word is not intact, and these types of words are called broken plurals, and these are in every language. Okay, and they are in Arabic too. In Arabic, for example, you have the word kitab, kitabun. What is the plural of kitabun? If I'm an Arabic student, I might be saying kitabun, kitaban, kitabin, kitabani, kitabaini, kitabaini, and then I would move to
Is it good to?
kitabuna, kitabina, kitabina, but that's not the plural in Arabic. The plural section of this word does not map to the Muslim chart.
Yeah.
The plural, yes, the plural is kutubun. What have you done here? You have broken the original word. The alif no longer exists, correct? You broke the original word and you made the plural out of it.
Yeah.
Right? So this is called a broken plural. And this broken plural, just like some other concepts that you have just learned, flexibility, confuse students in the beginning. Okay? And there are things you can learn about them. There are things you only learn with experience. Okay? So what you can learn today, I will tell you, inshallah. Okay? And over time, these things will become easier. Okay? It's a journey. Arabic learning is always a journey. It's not 10-day course and done and dusted. It's a journey. Okay, you will inshallah grow in this space. So kutubun, for example, another word I can give you as an example is, for example, rusul. Not changing the keyboard again. Rusul, rusulun, a messenger. The plural of rusulun is rusulun. What did I break? What is missing from rusulun?
Wow.
Wow. I have broken the original word. So this word is a broken plural. Okay? It's a broken plural. Um,
Why we need to do that? Why we
because
need
you're
to?
learning the Quranic Arabic, don't worry. You have to. You have to. And you'll know that. Shariar, I can sense the pain in your voice. And I so much enjoy it.
There'll
Yeah,
be too
you
many
have
letters.
to. You don't really have a choice. You will enjoy it once you've done it. Trust me, okay? So
Inshallah.
stay with me, inshallah. Okay, masjid. What's the
Mas-
plural of masjid?
Masajid.
Masajid. Now, in this case, you have broken it in a sense that you have broken it by adding something new, right?
Mm.
That did not exist before. But in one way or the other, you're actually breaking the original word and making the plural out of it. So that's broken plural. which today Shahryar is going to dream about when he sleeps. Okay? So we need to learn how these work. So first thing you need to learn is this concept. So the broken plurals look like singular isms, aren't they? If I had given you kutubun and I had asked you what is the status, you would say it's rafa. And you would say, oh, it's singular because it maps like Muslimun, isn't it? So they look like singulars. Okay? But the important thing is, but they mean, their meaning is plural. Their meaning is plural. Okay? So when you look at a broken plural, you cannot detect if it is a singular or not unless you look at its meaning. At this point in time, you will have to have the meaning of the word to detect if it is a broken plural or not. If I give you,
मुमताज भाई
sorry,
क्वेश्चन ये
yes, Abu?
मसाजिदन एग्जांपल है जैसे तो या मसाजिदन भी हो सकता है वर्ड
Gigi, of course, all the status principles
अच्छा
applies. Masajidun, masajidan, masajidin.
सब
Yeah, that
लेकिन ये
applies.
मीनिंग की बेसिस पे हमें पता चलेगा ये ब्रोकन प्लूरल है या नहीं
Correct. So you will have to have कुछ words की आपको already vocabulary पता होगी, लेकिन कुछ आप build करेंगे over time, right?
या ओके
Okay. So अब इन words को कैसे handle करना है? ठीक है. For example, kalabun is a dog. Kalabun. Kalabun is a dog. Ilabun is dogs. Okay. So these types of words are called broken plural, and we need to find a way to manage it and understand it. Now there are going to be some tricks I will give you that will help you. Okay. Stay with me on this. Now, कुछ चीजें मैं आपको बताऊंगा ऐसी जो कि आपकी कॉमन सेंस एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेगी, right? But you have to understand that for an Arab it makes complete sense. For an English or Urdu speaker or a whatever language speaker, it may not make sense, but in Arab's mind it makes complete sense. So you're thinking in Arabic. Okay, so I might give you some rules that does not stack up logically, but that's how they work in the Arabic language. Okay. Now these broken plurals are of two categories. One, and now I'm going to make these categories so it's easier for us to understand. Okay, so one is intelligent beings. Intelligent beings as in humans, angels, jinns. These three categories. That's what I'm calling intelligent beings. I'm not talking about animals, I'm not talking about plants, I'm not talking about those things. I'm saying humans, angels, and jinns are intelligent beings, not brings. Okay, let's call this category, just so as for us to remember, human broken plurals. So when I'm saying human broken plurals, human is an indication for me, just as a reminder that I'm talking about human, angels, and jinns. That's one category of broken plurals. Okay. Now there is other category which is complete opposite. Let's call it a non-human one. Anything outside of these three is non-human. This could be things, this could be animals, this could be anything else. Okay. Right? It could be places, for example, or anything. Two categories: human broken plural and non-human broken plural. Okay. Clear so far? Each of these categories we'll try to address individually. Okay, so we'll try to understand it differently. Let me pick up the non-human one. Non-human broken plurals. Okay. Now I'm going to throw a statement on you that will not make logical sense, but just bear with me on that. Okay, accept it the way I'm giving it to you. Okay, so all the non-human broken plurals are assigned singular and feminine gender. All non-human broken plurals are assigned singular and feminine gender in the mind of an Arab. Okay, so for an Arab, for you, for example, if I say kutubun, um, for kutubun, yes, for an Arab, this is a singular because it means books. For you, it means books. In English, let me write the English meaning so it's easier. Books. Okay. Now, for an Arab, it is singular and it is feminine. It is one and it is F. One F. For you, as an English speaker, it may be whatever gender, but it certainly is a plural for you. So you don't see it as singular. Okay, as an English speaker. And that is where confusion comes in. You have to accept it the way Arab thinks about it. Okay, so when you see a plural, if I give you a word kutubun and I tell you it means books, and I tell you ask you to tell me what is the number and what is the gender, you are telling me singular and you're telling me feminine. You're not telling me plural and masculine, although it looks very, very mapping to the masculine Muslim chart. But because I gave you this meaning, so you have a formula. It's a word that looks like singular but means plural. It is a broken plural. Then you're asking yourself, is it a human or non-human? Is it mapping to humans, angels, or jinns, or anything other than that? It's anything other than that. So you are labeling it singular feminine. Okay?
This is not okay. This is all non-human, right? So all non-human broken plurals are assigned.
All non-human broken plurals are assigned, and I make your life little easy in a bit. Okay?
And these
Yes.
we need to know. We need to have a sense of. Need to have a sense whether it's a
You
broken
need to know the
plural. Yeah.
meaning. You
Yeah.
need to know the meaning, and whenever we do exercise, I will provide you the meaning. And with that meaning, once you do it, over time, you'll build your vocabulary. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Human broken plurals. Now, we talked about the broken plural rusulun, which means messengers. Okay? Now, question. Is it falling into human broken plural category? Yes, it's human. Right? So it's either human, angels, or jinn. So it is human. So is it a broken plural? Yes, it is a broken plural. Now I'll make your life easy. Even if it is a human broken plural, you can still assign it singular feminine. Oh, keyboard change. Singular feminine. You can still assign it 1F. But in case of a human broken plural, there is a second answer. Okay? In case of non-human plural, there's just one answer, singular feminine. Topic closed. With humans, there's one answer, and the second answer is reality. Whatever that is in real. You know, in reality, the Rasuls, the messengers, were masculines. Okay? And there were many. So the reality of Rusulun, which is more conforming to your understanding, is it's 3 plus because it's many, and it's masculine because it maps to the Muslim chart. Right? So it looks math. There's no reason for me to call it feminine. That's the reality of that situation. Okay? Another example. If I say Malakun, Malakun is an angel. Okay? An angel. Okay? The plural of an angel is, anyone knows the plural of the angel?
Like,
Malaika.
Malaikatu.
yeah.
Oh, Wallahi. Malaikatu. That's the plural of the angels. Malaikatun looks very, very singular, but it means angels. Let me move it down on the second page. It looks very, very singular, but it's a plural. Now you're asking yourself, is this word a non-human or human? What do you think?
Non-human.
In our definition, we said human.
Yes. The way we defined human broken plural, we said it has 3 things in it. Humans, angels, and jinns.
Okay.
Right? From that angle, it is a human broken plural, right? So when you have a human broken plural, there is a number and the gender you can assign anywhere, and that is singular and feminine, which we call 1F. Okay? But because it's a human broken plural, it also have a second answer. A second answer, which is reality, whatever the reality of that thing is. Do we know any angel which is feminine? Any angel that's feminine?
No.
No. Generally presumed as masculine, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to say it's many and it is masculine. Okay? Let's delve into the practice a little bit. It will help you. Okay? Now, these are examples of some plurals. What we need to detect if it is a broken plural or not. Now, any plural that directly maps to your Muslim charts in the plural section is a normal plural. It's not broken. Broken plural will never map to the plural column of your Muslim chart. It will always map to the singular column of your Muslim chart because it looks like singular, but it means plural. Okay? So let's look at this example, first one. For example, al-mukazzibina. Is this mapping to the Muslim chart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one? Feminine or masculine?
Masculine.
Masculine Muslim chart. So it's a normal plural. It's not a broken plural. But let's look at al-jibala, which means the mountains. Is it mapping to the plural section of the Muslim chart?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Al-Jibala.
Jibala.
It's not, right? It's not jibaluna, jibalina, jibalina. It's not
Yes.
that, right?
No, not on the plural. Yes, but singular.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks
It is
singular.
mapping on the singular side of the story.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And it maps on the singular side, but the meaning says it's plural.
Yeah.
So is it a broken plural?
Yeah.
Broken plural, yeah.
Yes. Now, the second question, is it falling into our human category?
Non-human.
No.
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 It's non-human.
It's
So non-human, as soon as you see what number and gender you assign, close your eyes and assign it.
Feminine, single.
Feminine and single.
Singular, feminine.
Singular.
Done. That's what we are saying. Okay? Very good. Wujuhun looks like singular?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
No.
Faces. Shariat doesn't look like singular.
Singular.
Wow.
Looks singular.
We have.
Wujuhun.
It's Rafa singular.
Isn't it like Muslimun? Wujuhun, wujuhan, wujuhin.
Yes, it is
Yeah,
like that. Yes,
it's
yes,
like
yes.
that. Maps to the singular column, right? But it means plural. If I don't give you this meaning, faces, you
Yeah.
will not be able to tell me if it is broken plural or not,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Because I give you this meaning, you are telling me it's broken plural. Now, wujuhun, is it a human or non-human?
Human.
Human. Human.
Well,
Okay, but lion
Non-human,
also have a
probably.
face.
yeah, it can
Or
be non-human. Yeah.
Non-human.
can.
When we say human, we're talking about a full human, not just one organ. Okay,
Just one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
so we talk about full human. So
Yeah.
wujuhun, face is a thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a thing,
A mountain can have a face as well. So yeah, you're right.
right? So it's a non-human. So when you see non-human, you are going to assign what?
Singular
Singular,
family.
feminine.
Yeah.
Singular family.
Very good.
Woman.
This mapping and this deduction in your mind is going to take some time to get ease out. I mean, to become easier. Okay, but you already see that you're getting there, inshallah. Okay.
What's
Nisaa.
this? Sorry. Before we move
Yeah.
on, what's the singular then for wujuhun? Just curiosity.
Wujuha.
Wajhun.
Juha.
I think Wajhun
Wajhun.
is it. Okay.
Okay.
Wujuha.
Nisaa. Nisaa.
Mm-hmm.
Nisaa means woman. Woman. Now, when you look at Nisaa, it maps to the singular column, right? And it looks
Yes.
like a nasab in light form. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Right? But when you look at translation, it is woman. It's plural. Okay? Now you're asking yourself, is it human or non-human?
This is
Human.
Yeah.
It
Human.
is human. It is human. So you can have one answer, which is a default answer, which is singular feminine. No
Singular
problem there.
feminine.
You can
But
also
you could
have
also have reality,
plural.
right? You could say 3 plus, and you could say
Yes.
feminine,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Very nice. Al biharu. Tell me now. You're telling me if it is
Al-Jibala,
non-human or
Al-Bihar.
human, and then you're telling me
Yes.
number and gender. Okay.
Non-human.
Non-human. A single. It would be feminine and feminine. One F.
Non-human, singular,
Yeah.
feminine.
1F.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's non-humans.
Mutanafisuna.
Proper plural.
It's
So that's
It's a normal
plural of
plural.
3.
so
It's
singular.
a
That's
normal
plural.
plural. Maps to the Muslim chart
Mhm.
perfectly. It's going to be 3 plus, and it's going to be masculine,
Mutana.
right? Because it maps to the masculine Muslim chart, right?
Yes.
Here,
Hmm?
it can be. I mean, I think the subtle point is, it is representing the humans, but not the actual called out as humans, right? So, mutaf, those who race or compete, like it will of course be humans who will be competing or racing, right? In
Yes, it's
building
about
something,
humans.
it's about
It's
humans, but
about
not
humans.
actually humans, right?
Correct. Yes, it could be about humans, but not actually individuals all the time. So the masculine Muslim chart will only give you words which are related to humans one way or the other.
Mm,
Okay. The feminine Muslim chart will give you words which are related to humans, feminine humans, but also things like samawatin. That is a sky. Okay, but it still is a feminine plural. Okay.
okay.
Al-Qaburi. Al-Quburi.
It's non-human. It's plural, so it's going to be
Non-human,
single and feminine.
singular, feminine. And the singular is qabr.
Kabar,
Qabr.
yeah.
Okay. Al-Bayyinatu.
Non-human.
Is it even a plural?
No, it's a singular.
No, it's not a
Yes.
plural.
It's not
Right?
a.
So we don't have to go in the non-human human
Yeah,
world as well.
it's
It just maps to
jar.
which chart and which column does it
No,
map to?
It's
yeah,
singular
masculine.
light.
Right.
singular,
Masculine.
masculine. So Rafa,
Is
singular.
it mapping to the masculine chart or the feminine chart?
No, sorry,
Feminine,
it's feminine chart. Yeah,
Feminine.
Muslim Nattu.
Feminine chart. It has a hijab
Rafa,
on,
Yeah,
light,
right? Is it light or heavy or it doesn't matter?
light,
light.
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 Hmm.
Light.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Rafa,
It also has an al.
Oh yes, you're
Yes, but
right. So
it makes it heavy.
Yeah, when it comes to al, it doesn't
yeah,
matter. I mean, you don't ask the question of light and heavy anyway. So it's the standard heavyism. That's it.
yeah,
Okay. So this is singular feminine, but not because it's a broken plural, because it's actually a singular feminine. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let's do this one. Rajulaini.
It's a proper plural.
It's a proper
Uh,
plural. It's a proper
it's a
plural,
proper
really.
plural.
It's
No,
proper. I understand. It's a normal one. But is it a
it's a
plural?
it's just two, right? Which is maps to masculine chart, Rajulaini,
masculine,
right?
Yes. It's like
And
what word in the Muslim chart?
so it's like
Muslim,
Muslimain, Muslimaini,
Muslimaini. Very good.
Muslimaini. Yeah.
Can I
So
ask any one of you to give me a full chart of this word? Masculine one.
Raju,
yes,
Raju,
Rajulan.
Rajulan,
Raj-
Rajulun, no,
Rajulun, Rajulin, Rajulaini, Rajulamu, no,
Raj,
Rajula,
Rajul,
Rajuluna,
Rajuluna.
Rajulina,
Rajulu,
Rajuluna,
no,
Rajuluna.
Rajulina.
Rajulin.
Very good. Now what you're doing is basically looking at the word and you're taking it back to the original singular Rafa form. And from there you're producing all the 9 words. Okay? And you can do the same with the feminine. So just by looking at Rajulaini, you can produce 9 words. 18 words. 9 masculine and 9 feminine. So this is, yes, it's dual and it's masculine. Okay? Al-malaikatu.
Two.
yeah,
It's
that's
heavy.
human and it's broken.
Human.
It's
It's
So
human.
it's
Is
broken
it
as
broken
humans.
plural?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes, it is broken plural because it
broken
looks like
plural.
a singular, but it means plural.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Okay?
had this example. So it's broken plural human. So it's gonna be
Correct.
what?
So there's one gender you can assign anyway, which is singular feminine, but
Yeah, you
because
can
it's
also have
human,
yeah,
yes, you can also
Plus
assign
three.
plural
yeah,
Plus
and
three.
masculine.
masculine. Yeah,
Masculine.
Okay? A'malun.
non-human,
Deeds.
It's
Amal.
non-human. It's a non-human broken plural.
Broken plural.
no,
yeah. It's a broken plural because amal single, amalun plural. So we've
Yes.
broken
It's
it.
looked like a
It's a
singular.
non-human, so becomes one F.
Looks like singular, means
But
plural, so it's a
plural.
broken plural. The singular
Yeah,
is amalun.
amalun.
Amalun,
Yeah,
amalan, amalin. Amalani, amalaini, amalaini. A'malun, a'malin, a'malin. The plural section breaks.
yeah.
Okay? It doesn't map to the normal Muslim chart. So it is going to be, because it's non-human, assigned singular, feminine.
sir, can you explain it again?
Yes. So the original word in this one is amal. Okay? Amalun. That's the singular word. Okay? Which means deed. So you can produce the full Muslim chart. Amalun, amalan, amalin. And then 2, amalani, amalaini, amalaini. All right? But when you go to the Muslim chart plural column, it breaks. The plural breaks. It doesn't map to amaluna, amalina, amalina. You don't have that. Instead, you have a singular looking plural. Amalun, amalan, amalin. Okay? So that makes it the broken plural, non-human. Okay? Clear?
No.
No clear? Okay, no problem. We'll go little bit here and clarify this. So what we are saying is the original word is amalun. Okay, that's the real word, amalun. If you were to produce the plural through a Muslim chart mapping, you would say amaluna, right? That would have been a normal plural, right? But it is not that case. It is actually instead this word that you're looking at, a'malun. A'malun. You find this word instead. Okay? And that means deed. And amaluna is not the word that exists. Okay? Because in the plural section of the Muslim chart, you cannot have amaluna and the plural given to you is a'malun. This is a broken plural because it looks like singular, but it means plural. Does that help, Fatima?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just so we are clear, everyone, I'll show you another thing very quickly, which is in your notes. So that will be this one. Now, last chart that I never ask you to memorize, and that is the reason I ask you not to memorize.
Oh,
Right? It's a broken plural chart, right? So what you have is kalamun, kalaman, kalamin, kalamani, kalamaini, kalamaini. Now that's where the plural breaks. Aklamun, aklaman, aklamin. It means pens.
this means we have some words which makes plural from the broken plurals.
Yes, you have words. You have words that look like singular, but they actually mean plural, and these are broken plurals. They do not look like this, normal ones. Okay? They're like this. That's what we are doing. So you can have the same logic here. Amalun, amalan, amalin, amalani, amalaini, amalaini, a'malun, a'malan, a'malin. Kitabun, kitaban, kitabin, kitabani, kitabaini, kitabaini, kutubun, kutuban, kutubin. Rusulun, rusulan, rusulin, rusulani, rasulun, rasulan, rasulin, rasulani, rasulaini, rasulaini, rusulun, rusulan, rusulin. You could have yes, question, Fatima?
No, sir. It's all confusing.
Yes, it is, I know. And that's what I enjoy. That's so cool. And that's how it is. I mean, it is going to become easy. I promise you that. Okay? Don't
So
worry too
it's
much
good to
about it.
hear that we are all confused. It's not just us. It's not just me and Abu Bakr.
Yes, and this is how this learning journey goes. Okay? You're not
Something like that.
confused. Listen to me. If you were confused, you would not be not be telling me the answers of these exercises, okay? You understand the concept, but you are not confident and ready yet to do it independently. Okay?
Yes.
You need support. You need somebody to hold your finger and then help you walk. That's where you are, okay? But you understand it,
Yes.
okay? Don't worry. So, inshallah, I'll get you there, okay? Let's do number 13. Al ardu. I need a number and the gender.
Sounds like it's al, so it's probably heavy, but then maps to a normal chart.
Yes, it's just the
Masculine?
art. It's not a plural.
Yeah.
It's just normalism. Al ardu. It could have
Yeah.
al ardu, al arda, al ardi. So
Yeah.
it's singular and it's masculine. Okay? Al fil,
Same as alartu. Singular
singular,
and
masculine.
masculine, yeah.
Al jahima,
Same as
Singular.
no al
singular,
jahima. Yeah, singular and masculine.
No,
masculine. Basharun,
With the meaning in place, it's a singular masculine.
singular, masculine. Now look what's happening here. Ayatun. Oh my God, I saw Muslim chart in feminine.
Yeah.
Ayatun, ayatan, ayatin. Ayatani, ayataini, ayataini. Ayatun,
I
ayatan, ayatin. I was told by Ustad that this is plural and feminine. Why is it singular feminine? Oh my God, I have a wrong teacher. Oh my God.
It's the meaning which plays here, right? So,
Why?
the meaning, we know aya is single, so ayatun. So probably with vocabulary, you will guess, no, that's definitely plural, and then you start
Let me
mapping
tell you
as
why.
plural.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you why. So far, I told you that all non-human broken plurals can be assigned singular feminine.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now take the word broken out of it. All non-human plurals can be assigned singular feminine.
All
Okay?
non-humans broken plural, right?
Let me go to
Oh,
the
not
word. So,
sorry, it's getting confused. But I'm trying to
I'm
keep
having
track.
fun
So,
here,
आपने
man.
कहा
Come
था
on.
किधर गया
Look,
वो?
I told you all non-human
हाँ,
broken plurals
yeah, singular
can be
feminine.
assigned 1F. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I said. What I'm doing now is I'm taking this word out. I'm taking the condition of being broken out of it.
All non-human plurals.
I'm saying all
Oh,
non-human plurals can be assigned singular feminine.
all non-human plurals can be assigned. अच्छा.
Okay? Now, have you digested this statement?
No, just wait.
Anything which is non-human, meaning not human beings, not angels, and not jinns.
Hmm.
Okay? That can be assigned singular feminine. All right? Now let me take you back to that chart. Ayatun means signs. Okay? Ayatun means signs, miraculous signs. Is it a human, angel, or jinn?
No.
No. So you can assign singular feminine, but based on your Muslim chart knowledge, you also assign it plural feminine, right? Like muslimatun, like ayatun. It maps to the Muslim chart, feminine, plural column, right? In the feminine one. With me on this?
No, but sorry, Ijaz, but when we know, I mean, as you mentioned, के with vocabulary,
Wait,
knowledge,
this is a different
नहीं?
case.
अच्छा.
Different case. अच्छा यहाँ पे करता हूँ मैं आपके साथ देखें. Okay. Sama'un, sama'un, sama'an, sama'an, or sama'in,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe thinking if this is the right example. No, it's not the right example. I'll take the same example. Ayat. Okay. Ayatun. Ayatun, ayatan, and ayatin.
Yeah.
Right? Then you have ayatani.
Ayatani,
Ayat.
ayataini.
Where's the tani? Ayatani. Then you have ayataini.
Ayataini,
And then you have
ayataini.
ayataini
Ayatu,
again. Right?
Then we have
ayatuna, ayatuna,
ayatuna, ayatina,
ayataini,
Is it
ayatina.
ayatuna?
ayatu. No, ayatuna to
We
ayat.
started
Ayatuna.
with
What I just
ayatun. Does it map to
broken.
Muslimun or Muslimatun? Ayatun maps to Muslimun or
Ayatu
Muslimatun?
muslimatun. Yeah, okay.
Muslim.
Ayatun
Yeah.
is
I
Muslimatun,
Nothing to Muslim.
isn't it?
yes,
yeah.
It's a
yeah,
feminine chart.
Yes, a feminine chart.
So,
Ayatu.
yes.
so we can't say
Yeah.
ayatuna, right? So what do
Yeah.
we say in the plural one?
Ayatu, ayatu.
Who can recite to me Muslim chart feminine? Anyone?
Yeah,
Muslimatun,
Muslimato.
muslimatan, muslimatin,
Muslim.
muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimataini, muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin.
Muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. Ayatun,
Ayatun,
Ayat.
ayatin,
ayatin,
ayatin.
Yeah.
ayatin.
Ayatun, ayatin, and that's where this word is coming from, right? Because
Okay.
it maps to the Muslim chart feminine,
Yeah.
you have
Okay.
been
Okay.
assigning it 3 plus,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And feminine. 3, where's the 3? 3 plus feminine. Okay, that's what you have been doing, right? And which is perfectly correct. But now, because you are not in nursery anymore, you're in year 1 and year 2, right? Now you learn something new, that when this plural is not human, jinn, or angel, it is a sky, it is a sign, it is something else,
Okay.
then you can also assign it singular feminine,
Okay. Yeah.
right? Because we are saying all non-human plurals can be assigned singular feminine. All right.
Hmm. So we have option, or is it like नहीं इसको हम single family करेंगे या मर्जी हमारी, या depending
I
on the
mean,
context of the ayah.
in the Quran, different forms are used for different wisdom.
Hmm.
Sometimes broken plural is used to show lots of quantity, and the regular plural is used for, I mean, quantity up to 10, for example. So Allah uses broken plural versus normal plurals to give different types of message. This is the Balagha study. Why Allah uses broken plural and not the regular plural. And some words have both regular plurals and broken plurals. For example, I can give you an example. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil
Alameen.
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 Alamina. Plural, masculine, nasab or jar. Correct?
Yeah.
Alamina usually people translate it as worlds, right?
Yeah.
Rabb of the worlds. Okay? Um, but there is another plural. This word comes from the word alam. Alamun, alaman, alamin, alamani, alamaini, alamaini, alamuna, alamina, alamina. Okay? But there is another word which is awalim. Awalimun. It also means worlds, right? Alimuna or alimina means worlds, and awalim, and both are the plurals of the word um, alimun. So if I construct a Muslim chart of the word alimun, I'm saying alimun, aliman, alimin, alimani, alimaini, alimaini. No problem there. But then comes the plural section. In the
Yeah.
plural section, I can do two things. One, alimuna, alimina, alimina, and that's the one used in Surah Fatiha.
Yeah.
Okay, but there is another one which I could do, which is awalimun, awaliman, awalimin. That's a broken plural. The word in Surah Fatiha that is used, because it maps to the Muslim chart, it means everything about humans, intelligent beings. So usually translating it into physical words like planets and earth wouldn't be the right meaning. It's like communities and societies. It's like saying, oh man, I went to Hong Kong. It's a completely different world. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I do not mean there's a physical,
The
literal
physical.
world.
Hmm. You
What I
mean people,
mean,
everything, the
it's a
culture, the
society, it's a
community.
mindset, it's culture, it's traditions, right?
Hmm.
So, rub of all the alameen, mean all types of people, all types of societies. But awalim means a physical world, the planet thing. Okay? So Allah uses these types of words in the Quran differently for different reasons. And inshallah, at some point in time, when you grow up to study the balagha, you will detect these meanings, inshallah. Okay? So from the word ayatun, what I wanted to tell you is this exercise, you see singular feminine because it's a non-human plural as well. Okay?
Hmm.
Okay. So
Okay. Makes sense now. Yeah. Yeah.
I know this was a heavy drill today. You have done two heavy topics, one flexibility and one broken plurals. today, which is, I know, heavy, and it takes it time to sink in. I do recommend you to watch this entire lecture again during the week. Okay, it will help you, certainly help you. Throw me questions on WhatsApp if you have any.
Just the broken plurals.
What? What?
I was saying not the entire lecture. The broken plurals number is more difficult, so that's.
Of course. Watch what you like, no problem. So whichever part, okay? Inshallah, it will help you. And if you have questions, throw those questions to me on WhatsApp. I will, inshallah, try to help you, okay? What we have learned is written here. Broken plurals do not have plural endings like those in Muslim chart. They have ending sounds. They can only be identified through vocabulary, otherwise they look singular. Human broken plural represent intelligent beings, which is angels, jinns, and humans. And they are treated as she or what they really are, meaning the reality thing. This example, the Rusulun example that we did, for example, or the woman example that we did. Okay, non-human broken plurals are always treated singular feminine. Okay, all non-human broken plurals, broken or not, which is this ayatun example, it is not broken, but it's non-human. Okay, are treated singular. Okay, just like we just discussed. Okay, take your time.
Yeah.
You will bear fruits of this effort, inshallah. I know that this is not the first time I'm running this class. I've seen similar reaction or even worse when I teach these topics. But inshallah, I have absolutely no doubt that you will bear those fruits. Okay?
Inshallah.
In the classes to come. So bear with me, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay? So your assignment is to read through page 11. Read through your notes until page 11. Anything left in the exercise we have not done, try to do that. If you have not firmed up your Muslim charts, please firm up your Muslim charts. And from this point on, inshallah, things are going to be little easy. Okay, not as tricky. These are two most tricky topics in the fundamentals of Islam, the flexibility and the broken plural. Okay?
Okay, good. That was
Yeah.
intense today.
It is an intensive course.
Yes, I need to first sleep now to recharge the brain cells.
One thing I will remember from this class is Shariar saying, "Why do we have to learn this, sir?" That is something I will remember, Shariar. Yeah, you
Ji
will
sir.
have dreams about the broken plural.
Yes, it
Inshallah.
was
Sorry, you saying
difficult one,
something?
but will inshallah do from the recordings and get
Inshallah.
rid of it.
Inshallah. I'm sure you guys will do it. WhatsApp me any questions if you have.
Okay.
If you have nothing else to ask, then I will see you, inshallah, on next Saturday.
Inshallah.
Do not give
No,
up.
we have a lot
Please
of to
return.
ask you. A lot of things to ask you while listening your recordings again.
Inshallah. Just fire those questions on WhatsApp, and inshallah, I'll try to answer. Okay?
Inshallah, inshallah.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum wa
Thanks,
alaikum. Allah
rahmatullah.
thanks, guys.
Hafiz.
Yeah.
Allah Hafiz.
Take care.
Allah
Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz.